Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dynamite D&D, the summer project of one Steve Negretti and friends. We are going to start things off. Dynamite D&D, once again, the summer project of Steve and friends. It is session 6 now. Last time on Dynamite D&D, the adventurers climbed up the astral tower, braving the hazards and traps therein, fighting off monsters, evading traps full of crackling green energy, discovering bedrooms full of opulence and peeing on mattresses. They climbed to the top of the tower where they fought a gargoyle who was guarding the dome overhead. After fighting the gargoyle, the strange girl Petunia had a vision. She was surrounded in moonlight and had a vision and spoke a strange prophecy, after which the evil warlord Herod appeared behind her and ripped the gemstone out of her chest. He fled the scene, saying that the adventurers had made his job a lot easier by bringing her to him. He left and ordered the mercenaries surrounding the Astral Tower to attack the Village of Starr and leave none alive. Fearing for the town's safety, the heroes immediately fled the scene. Not quite immediately. They took a rest first because they were all kind of in bad shape. But they journeyed back to the Village of Starr. They got around the mercenary army, got in front of them, and got to the Village of Starr before the mercenaries got there. They then prepared the town for a defensive... They prepared the town to be assaulted by digging trenches and figuring out vantage points upon which they could shoot spells and arrows. Korv planted a magic bean right before the army got there, which sprouted a campfire full of blue flames that was cooking 6 eggs on top of it. Unexpected, but that came into play later. The mercenaries attacked the town, and the heroes fought them off bravely. A handful of villagers perished in the assault, but that's war for you. When the last 6 mercenaries were left, they were surrounded by the heroes, and the last 6 mercenaries suddenly spontaneously combusted. Their flaming bodies coalesced into a fire elemental. We like to think it's because of those eggs that sprouted on the blue campfire. We're going to rejoin our heroes now with the Village of Starr saved, and the heroes returning to a standing ovation from the villagers. Let's first go around the table and have the adventurers introduce themselves. Starting with none other than Curley.
Hi, I'm playing the character Hazel Groundswell, a half-elf sorcerer, and she's getting powerful now.
Next up, we have Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige. I play Idunn Corpse Knotter. She's a Barbarian Goliath, level 4, and she's out to kick butt and not turn it into a knot.
Fantastic. Next up, we have Erin.
Hello, everybody. My name is Erin. I'm playing the character Korv. I am an Aarakocra bard, and a very young one at that.
Next up, last up, Sam himself.
Hey, what's
Trying
up,
to catch
everyone?
grapes.
How you doing? My name's Sam Hears, and I am playing Robair Ribbons, Genasi, and Ranger Extraordinaire, Monster Slayer, if you will.
Once again, we are joining our heroes as they have saved the Village of Starr.
Thomas, where are you?
The town is wounded, but still alive. Only a few villagers perished in the assault. They are very happy to be alive and amazed that they actually pulled it off. Thomas runs back with another spear in hand. He only got one. He's like, I'm ready, guys! Let's do it! Let's go!
Great.
Robair,
Thomas, we did it!
Oh,
we
jeez!
saved the village!
Where'd that fire elemental get to? I was
Robair
ready!
levitates down off of where he was standing and gives Thomas a hearty hug and whisper in his ear, "Good job, Thomas.
You were
I'm so proud of you
indispensable,
today."
Thomas.
I'm going to go back to town.
Idunn goes back into town. The villagers who were gathered near the shore, ready to flee on boats if necessary, see Idunn return, and they are adulatious, uproarious in their cheers, patting Idunn on the back to make a loud slapping sound as they pat her on the back. It's an inside joke. You got to watch the rest of the episodes. The townspeople are currently in the process of putting out the fires, but doesn't look like the town is in great danger.
Is there a corpse where the fire elemental was?
There
Or-
is nothing left.
Okay.
Just scorched earth.
I'm ignoring the fires and still going like this.
I would like to go and see if there's anything left of the campfire, the magical bean-sprouted campfire outside of town.
It's been probably 45 minutes, and the campfire is still burning.
We have to remember that we didn't defeat Herod still. And so we could check these for any links to maybe know where he is, what his next move is. He could bring another 100 men anytime.
Did we
celebrate
take
all wins.
Did we take any prisoners with the of Hera's army? No, we didn't.
A lot of
I'm
killing.
pretty-
I'm sure there's someone who was injured.
Killing. Yeah,
The
maybe.
only
Let's go.
ones that were left that I thought we talked to turned into a fire elemental. So
We have a
There might be
nice
some-
Ankylosaurus just wandering
Aw.
around.
Oh yeah,
he's your friend.
It's
Smack him
hanging
on the
out.
butt.
Send him on his way.
New friend.
Yep.
New friend.
Wait, maybe you can help us. The town could have a new mascot and defense if we could try to
That would
turn
help.
it.
It'd probably help a lot.
I mean,
We'll have somebody build a pen for him, and
He
then we'll
seems trained.
feed him.
Right?
Hey,
Put him around
Korv, you
like they
trained
did.
it. You gave it animal friendship. What should we name it?
Let's call him Cankles. Cankles, the
Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
Medieval
Oh, he's so cute.
The Ankylosaurus is pretty apathetic as far as Ankylosauruses go. He was just going along for the ride with the mercenaries, not really caring one way or the other.
I want to search the bodies for any kind of like missive or notes from Herod, or maybe like mission orders.
Roll an investigation check.
That is 22 on investigation.
The mercenaries don't have specific orders from Herod. It looks like they were organized into loose ranking echelons. So there were only a handful of messages saying that you have to listen to this guy because he's higher up on the food chain. And basically the only orders that they ever got, it seems, from what you found, is to wait until you get specific direction from either Herod or Temperantia. They were on standby until they heard from them. And as you know, you heard, as well as they did, exactly what their orders were.
This wasn't even middle management.
This is ground floor dirty
Good
work.
soldiers.
Cankle the Ankylosaurus is now pretty friendly to this town. I'd like to help get buckets of water and dump it on the remaining fires and kindle.
You assist in the fire brigade, and the town that is burning is no longer burning.
Is the town pretty cleaned up now?
I need to take a nap.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Not at all. You've still got trenches everywhere, and
Yeah,
there's a
that's
hell of a lot of mercenary bodies out front and spread through the town.
Ooh, meet
and
tonight.
some burned buildings.
Another
Who's
mechanical
doing what?
Still pulling bodies out of town.
Eden, are you wrangling up all the mercenaries as well, or just the
Yeah.
townspeople?
Once I'm done with the townspeople, I'll start on the mercenary.
You are no stranger to the gruesome nature of the battlefield, and you're just digging through like it's nothing, and some other people are like, oh my, it's a dead body! Oh my gosh!
That one was my
Like,
mom.
No.
That's all right.
He's not gonna hurt
He's
you. Just
okay.
come on. And you persuade a bunch of people to start helping you. So you gather up all the mercenary bodies. You find 42 gold amongst all the
thank you for
mercenary
going.
bodies.
Oh.
Robair would really like to find a memento of this battle, of this trial, and preferably of the fight with the fire elemental.
14
There's
gold.
nothing
Memento.
left. There's nothing. It's just carbon, ash, made
There's
of
some
fire.
charred ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scoop it up. I'm gonna scoop it up. You guys check out Petunia. I'm going to, while you do that, I would like to make sure there's no second attack coming.
I'm scared that there could be attack at any moment. Herod's very powerful.
He also seemed like he
Talking.
didn't care about Starr. He was just like, oh, you guys are from Starr, go destroy Starr. I don't care about them. I don't care about these mercenaries. And he was going to go off and do something else. He already has the chess piece from Petunia.
Scion.
I don't think he has any interest in Starr except
I
to
feel-
annoy us.
We might be bringing more harm to this town by being here than,
Yeah.
than
Yeah, let's
we're
take a
doing
long
good.
rest and get the hell out.
I want to find a bed.
We're going to sleep.
All right, if you're all gonna sleep, then I'll sleep.
Oh, we're sleeping now? Yes! Ah, go back to my perch.
You can take a long rest.
Ah!
Mr. Bug from the Bug Inn gives you comfortable beds in the inn,
Oh,
so you
wow.
don't have to
It's
just
not about
pile
money.
in on the barracks or anything.
Thank you, kind Mr. Bug.
The morning arrives. The town is exhausted, still in disbelief as to what has happened. Nobody ever expected anything like this to happen to their sleepy little village of Starr, often considered to be in the safest part of the entire world.
I want to go talk to Petunia.
Petunia and Lady Aria are in the Cathedral of Starr. Petunia is more timid and more frightened than you remember seeing her when she was confidently striding up the astral tower, scolding anybody who got in her way.
Petunia, is it safe to even travel with us anymore if you can't shapeshift or have power?
Lady Aria says that the stone that was in Petunia's chest was the main source of her strength. Definitely an important part of her very core, as it were. There was something that had infused that gem with power, and Petunia was using it and drawing off of its strength to augment her own. Whether or not this was performed as part of some sort of Arcosian ritual, or if it happened after the fact, we don't know, because Petunia's memory doesn't extend that far back. Lady Arya suggests that you find somebody who knows more about gemstones, because she knows virtually nothing. She only knows that they can be used as a focus, but she doesn't know the properties therein. She doesn't know how they can be used. She doesn't even know. She'd never even thought to graft it to somebody. The most experienced gemologists in all the continent are the moon dwarfs of a Moonstone, the village to the north. She suggests you go and talk with the Moon Dwarf clan.
Lady Arya, all of the magic that Herod was using was manifesting in a green, like, crackling. Does that mean anything to you? Is that a style of spells?
That does not mean anything to Arya. She doesn't know if colors of energy represent anything.
What about
besides obvious elemental?
What about the fact that he disappeared into leaves? No, just regular
Sorcerers and wizards often flavor their spells to their liking. Some dissipate into mist or clouds of red vapor or spiraling leaves or flurries of dandelions.
leaves. Yeah.
Turning into a bat.
If Lady Arya says this is important and there's someone that might know, I think we should go as fast as possible.
The town of Moonstone is here.
Oh,
Let's go.
I thought it was further.
Petunia, would you like
You
to cross?
could go the long way, follow the river around, or you could go up and cut through the gullywood.
Can we check the Fisherman Guild and maybe they can help us out with a little transport?
You can go
Maybe
check
not.
out the Fisherman's Guild.
Petunia should come with us.
If you are going to investigate the gem, then Petunia is
Okay.
definitely going with you.
Good.
Sasha and Remus at the Fisherman's Consortium are ecstatic that you saved the town, and they were honored that you thought to use their fishing vessels for such a task as important as evacuating the townsfolk. Oh, you see, the fisherman's often overlooked. They say, oh, he catches fish. He's just a fisherman, but there's so much more. We never get our due diligence.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's got delusions of grandeur. He's fine. He really appreciates it. Don't worry.
Have you guys had any trouble since the case of the walking hands?
Oh, those hands ain't giving us any trouble no more. Nobody dares touch anything that comes out of the waters now. They're scared of anything. They're almost too scared.
Do you sell fishing poles here?
You could have a fishing pole. I will give you the fishing pole as a thank you for saving the entire village. Least I could do. Come on.
I'm
Each of us?
expecting the fishing
Oh,
poles.
dearies, yes, you can each have a fishing pole, of course.
Nice.
I don't want to.
I mean,
Is
it's
there
kind
one?
of a pain to drag around across the country, but
Listen,
I don't need it.
No.
we need help, possibly. Do you have any ships that are going to Moonstone?
Oh, my dearie me, Moonstone. You see, Moonstone is upriver. That's where the water comes from. We don't usually go that way just because it's harder to fight the current when it's coming from up there. But with you four on board, I bet we could make it, no problem.
Yeah, if you don't usually fish that way, I'm sure there might be opportunity to catch lots of fish.
I guess so. If you helping the boat out to get up there, we could have a good trip on the way back. And yeah, we could send you upriver on a boat, of course. Remus, what do you think?
Oh, of course, yes. Whatever they need. Whatever they saved our lives. Come on. What are you talking about? Anything.
What's the name of the body of water that's in front of Moonstone?
Oh, that's the Starhammer Lake.
What
The
is it?
Starhammer Lake, they say it was formed by a big rock that crashed down from the sky at one time.
Sounds great.
Sounds like a story.
Oh, sure,
when's the
sounds great, but I hear that some weird stuff happens from rocks from the sky. I don't know, it's just kind of urban legends, but you hear things. Strange occurrences happening. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
Oh,
Okay.
don't worry about him. I'm sure the water's fine. It runs down here, and we get the well water from the stream. Come on, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
none of us want to catch no beaver fever. You know what I'm saying?
I learned to not drink water willy-nilly.
You don't drink water. Then you
Yeah,
must
that's
drink
first.
beer. Hey, this little lady, she's a beer drinker. I told you I knew it.
Oh, you always with the beer, always with the beer.
if you're-
It's fishing and beer. If it's two things, it's fishing and beer.
She's a little young, I'd say.
I grew up with fishes and beers.
I started younger than her, I'll tell you what. Hey!
If he's passing out, I'm taking a mug or whatever he's got.
Hazel, we have a mission here. Okay,
go.
we're
This
trying
helps.
to help Idunn.
This helps the mission.
Oh, it helps.
What's a good time for us to set out? We would like to go.
Anytime, you tell us and we'll have it ready.
All right, I just
mean,
gotta go get something
Let's
real
go
quick.
get provisions and then we'll come back maybe even later today or tomorrow, early tomorrow.
Sure thing, we'll have a boat ready to go.
That's so kind
The
of
best and brightest of the Fisherman's Consortium.
I'm gonna go pick up Toad.
I want to go to the bakery.
Hazel, roll a perception check.
you. This is what.
Because as we all know, if an awakened shrub stands perfectly still, it is indistinguishable from a regular shrub. The last command issued by Hazel was, don't move.
Natural 20. That is a natural 20.
And as you make it back to Toad, you see a cluster of rats surrounding it.
Shoo!
What?
Oh,
Who are you dare to say shoot us? We are adventurers four, and we have conquered many great evils to come this far.
We've met
You
already.
have invaded on our campsite. What do you say for yourself?
There are 4 rats sitting next to your shrub, making a small campfire, breaking off small branches from the shrub, and setting them on fire as they hunker down. One of them is wearing a semblance of a wizard's cloak. One of them has a large kitchen knife in the semblance of a greatsword. One of them has a small weasel skull upon which it is beating like a drum. One of them has a tiny bow.
Are you guys the same guys that were in the basement of that other town now?
The cellar of shame where we sat questless? We vacated that ages ago. We have journeyed far and wide, conquering weasels, tracking down prey, evading the footsteps of thunderous giants.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you guys got out of that basement.
Do I know you?
We met once.
I
You
have no
challenged-
memory of you. You stand not out in my memory as a person of great deeds.
Okay.
What do you wish of me now? What?
I have no need of you whatsoever. I'm just
Then
here
be
to-
gone, for this is our campsite, and we shall defend it to the death.
I am here to collect my little friend.
None of us are your friends. We have not the time for questless individuals such as yourself.
Climb up on my shoulder, Toad.
The shrub gets up and starts shambling away, and the rats yell out,
Ah! Witchcraft and villainy! Witchcraft and villainy! Fellows, to arms! We must vanquish this threat to our existence!
I'm no threat to you right now, but I can be. We
They
have no
s-
need to fight.
They surround Toad as he gets up and starts moving, and they begin to attack him as he ambles towards you.
I jump in and pick him up.
As you jump in to pick him up, their attacks attack you. One greatsword attack from the largest rat misses. A arrow flies at you from the tiny bow. That hits you for 1 piercing damage. One particularly cutting insult from the rat with the drum about how you are a runt of the litter attached to your baby blanket does 1 point of psychic damage to you, and one of them shoots a bolt of magic at you that misses you.
I don't have any desire to, unless they really hurt either me or Toad, I don't want to hurt them. I don't see a reason to.
Do you flee?
Yes.
Coward! Come back here and bring back our quarry! We shall hunt you down to the ends of the earth! A quest, fellows, a quest! We shall find you!
I would head back to the fisherman's place and, I don't know, maybe try out that new fishing pole while I'm waiting for these guys.
I'd like to go to the blacksmith. We'll fill up on arrows.
I wanted to buy a coffee from the bakery and then 2 hand axes.
The bakery. Again, hand axes, whatever it costs in the book.
Cool.
Coffee is free to all town saviors.
And I'd like to go back to the apothecary and inquire about the health potion.
He still has 1 health potion.
His treasured health.
50 gold.
Look, man, I don't know if you saw me during the battle of, Herod's army in your town, but any way I could get a little bit of a break here for that dang health potion?
He could either discount the health potion by half, or if you bought it at full price, he will also include his prized possession of a spell scroll. He tells you a tiny bit of his backstory about how he's very enamored by magical items because he has no innate magical ability himself. So anybody who is able to cast magic, he is envious. He wants to hoard magic items so that he could be a semblance of a spellcaster, but so far the only one he's able to acquire is this spell scroll. And he's willing to give it to you because you defended the town and saved everybody's life.
How about we play a game of cards? A real quick game of cards. On the
Roll
full price one.
Persuasion.
11.
Yeah, he'll go for it.
Okay. Let me get my cards out real quick.
What's the game?
5 card words.
A 5-round session of war and the best of 3 wins, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so the first card to go down is a win for
And they
the
take both.
shop
He
owner.
takes both.
And second.
Oh.
Robair wins. Next up. Robair wins again. One more win and Robair will seal the deal. Nope. Last card, whoever wins this takes the game. Whoever wins
Here we
this
go,
is
here
gonna
we
take
go,
the game.
man.
It's a war! It's 5-5!
Go
We're gonna do war.
fish!
Yes.
What happens now?
In the regular game of war, you would now draw 5 cards and do a rapid fire thing, but we're just gonna do 1 each. I'm gonna shuffle it again.
Never happens.
And last card, go! Oh, Robair!
Queen bigger?
Robair takes it with a queen. Robair has won the day.
We should have bet on him.
So he will give you the health potion for 25 and the spell scroll.
You are such a kind man. I give him 26.
You get a scroll of fog cloud. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere extends around corners. The area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a gust of wind or moderate greater speed disperses it. You have to concentrate on this spell.
And if you're ever back in town someday, make sure to check
I'm already
back.
walking
You never
out.
know what I might have.
You're all ready to travel?
Yeah. I've said my goodbyes. I'm going to ask Thomas if he wants to come with us. Come, brother.
No, I better stay here. There's a lot to do in town.
It's a world out
And
there waiting for
I'm
you.
starting to see how kind of hopeless all these people are.
Oh.
I better stay behind just in case something
Oh
happens.
boy.
You
Might
keep everyone
outgrow-
safe, Thomas.
I luck too.
You did very
Wish
well.
you luck.
You board the fishing vessel and set out from the Village of Starr. The fishing vessel is crewed by 5 of the Fishermen's Consortium's best and brightest. As you travel upriver, Thomas runs along the shore, waving at you.
Bye,
But
Thomas.
guys, don't worry, I'll keep everybody safe.
You're in charge now, bud.
And as he's running, he nimbly and deftly is jumping over driftwood, never missing a beat.
Good job, Thomas.
You leave the Village of Starr behind and you begin to travel upriver. The journey is relatively uneventful. However, the wilds of Fyrus are anything but predictable. Robair engages in a card game with the crew members and manages to win. Roll a d12.
3.
You win 3 gold from that man.
Are there other fishermen fishing? I would like to fish with them.
The rest of the crew are manning
Half
the
of my
boat
brain is-
mainly, but you can fish. Roll a survival check with advantage.
14.
14. Hazel catches a fish. It is a mid-sized trout.
Oh, that was a pretty good catch, but boy howdy, nowhere near the big lunker I caught just last week.
Etc., etc.
I've been with many fish, and there's always a bigger fish story out there.
Idunn goes for a swim at one point and gets attacked by a crocodile, and she wrestles it into submission, breaking its neck
Oh.
and knotting it as best she can. You now have a dead crocodile that you can do with whatever you want.
every time.
Anybody want some croc meat?
The
Make
crew
some
says
croc
yes.
shoes.
Yes? Make some croc shoes. Okay, I'm going to try to haul it on board.
You know I adore you, Eden, but every time you knot up an animal, it really gets to me a little bit.
Boss, what do you want? Kavaki said I must not sing.
You do you.
This is my God telling me.
I can cook up some fish.
Some croc meat with the fish?
Is there like a
There
kitchen
it
or something to
is.
prepare?
Oh, I'm gonna miss that crop.
You're going to miss it.
Horrible.
Just in case
Tis
anybody need a visual of what a crocodile actually is.
Aaron,
I think that's an alligator to be specific, but what are you going to do?
waitress from last night says hi.
Oh.
Is that scene off a bit?
Yeah, it's because there's weird greenness on
All
the
right.
camera. Yeah. So you have a crocodile to do with what you will.
I don't think she's here.
Everybody roll a d20.
These
3.
journey rolls.
So gonna win.
Strength.
Oh, a 7.
13.
6.
3.
Nothing.
Are the other fishermen having?
He's getting the Book of Deadly Disasters. What else did I have? A health potion and
Oh.
Scroll
The scroll.
of fog.
Scroll of fog.
Fog cloud.
This is great music. I'm on the deck of a ship eating a crocodile.
This soaks deck. That he's mopping the.
Had crocodile before. It's kind of good.
Getting chewy.
Oh, I just swallow it.
You could make a pretty necklace with the teeth or something, you know.
Have many teeth on me already. Lots of shark teeth.
It's true.
You get one of your famous mementos, Robair.
Well, I
There you
didn't
go.
kill
You
the
want it?
crocodile.
You can have croc teeth.
I didn't kill it, so what's the point? You know what I mean? You gotta remain truthful to yourself.
Truthful.
You like knotting, you like flying around, and you like your bush. Playing with it and
Seems like a lot of people.
sniffing it.
Oh, by the way, watch out for tiny mice. They're a little bit more vicious than they were last time we messed around with them.
Oh, okay. Had an experience.
I like the fact that apparently Saren is a continent that has dinosaurs on it. 14 pteranodons come out of the clouds,
What?
and they begin circling your vessel menacingly, ominously. During
comes
one of the
out.
nights, as you're sleeping, Robair and Hazel are awakened by a voice beckoning them towards the water. Hazel and Robair roll a wisdom saving throw.
A critical 1.
18.
Hazel
Aw,
hears a
man.
voice beckoning her towards the water. Robair wakes up as well. Robair sees Hazel get up and leave the cabin
Where is she going?
and go onto the deck. There is one watchman at the helm of the ship. He is not paying attention at all, and Hazel
I'm very intrigued by the voice.
jumps overboard.
There we go.
Robair stifles a laugh, puts down his equipment, and
Oh, well.
dives in.
Robair, you see some sort of fish-like humanoid who appears to be casting a spell of some sort. The spell that is affecting Hazel.
My watch.
It sees you dive in. Roll for initiative. Hazel's going last.
9.
You are underwater. It is going to swim at you, and it's going to attack you twice, once with a bite and one with its claws. The bite is a miss. Claws, 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
2 slashing damage.
Sure little sword. 21 to hit.
That will hit.
9 piercing.
Hazel is going to be commanded by the creature. Hazel is going to cast a cantrip. We'll do Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost,
You're
that's
going to
it.
shoot Ray of Frost at Robair.
9.
It's a miss.
Cool.
So a bolt of frozen energy streaks past you and solidifies some ice in a line that floats to the surface.
Ray of Frost underwater sounds cool.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, and yes, this is against charm.
That's just straight 6.
Still not saved. Hazel is still charmed by this strange fish creature.
Ah.
Hazel, roll a constitution saving throw as you hold your breath.
14.
You are able to hold your breath. It is going to claw at you and use its spear that it's holding. Claw, 13 to hit.
Miss.
Spear is even less.
All right, finally, I'm gonna do Slayer's Prey upon this guy.
Slayer's Prey.
I do a an extra D6 damage.
Hazel, you are going to once again cast a Ray of Frost with disadvantage.
19 to hit. 8 cold damage.
Hazel, roll a wisdom saving throw.
13 flat out.
You are no longer charmed. Now roll a constitution saving throw.
8.
You begin to choke. You take 7 damage.
I want to try swimming up out of the water.
So you can break the surface now, yeah. Robair, roll
Yeah.
a wisdom save.
8.
You are charmed by the creature. The creature then swims up and positions itself next to Hazel. Robair, you are going to make a basic, so you have your short sword.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to attack Hazel with a short sword. Sucks for you.
22 to hit. 10 piercing.
Yes, now it's the end of your turn. Roll a wisdom save. You are no longer
18.
charmed.
I'm so sorry.
I did the same. It's okay. Let's get this guy. I'm yelling. Guys, there's a creature out here that's charming us. We're in the water. And disengage from the thing and try to get on the boat.
Where are you going? Let's kill it.
Roll a athletics check. To see if you
8.
win. You are unable to find purchase on the side of the boat. It is dark, and your hands are slippery, and you're confused by the events that have gone on, and you cannot gain purchase on the boat. So you are still in the water. 1 spell slot left, and he's going to use it on Robair. Roll a wisdom saving throw, Robair.
5.
You are charmed again, Robair. Hey.
Uh-oh.
He's going to move there, and now it's Robair's turn. Robair, make a short sword attack on Hazel.
10 to hit.
What the heck? Clang, 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 clang. The bell starts ringing. Ah, there's something happening. There's something happening off the side of the boat.
10 to hit.
10 to hit Hazel.
Does not hit by 1.
Let's Robair roll a saving throw.
20.
Robair is no longer charmed.
All right, I want to disengage and try to get at least out of the water.
All right, roll athletics. Check.
7.
You do not find purchase on the side of the vessel.
This is pain. Guys, help us!
So Korv and Idunn have woken up, and they are in the cabin. And now
This
you
guy rang the
can-
bell. I'll have alarm.
Now you can act. There's an alarm bell ringing on the surface on the deck.
Oh, okay, we gotta go. Let's go to the top of the ship.
Run
I'm
toward the
gonna
sound.
go see. I'm following the sound. I'm gonna look over the side. If I can see it, I'm gonna do it with a disadvantage. I'm gonna take a shot because I
Yep.
don't like these noises I'm hearing. 9 to
I
hit.
don't know either.
9 does not hit.
Eden's been drinking a little bit tonight with the boys. I'm gonna come over to the side, a little drunk, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, I'll double move just to look over the edge and try not to fall in.
It's going to disengage and swim away.
Oh,
What?
the heck was
I
that?
wanted to
20.
fly.
Are you going to pursue, or you're going to let it go?
I would like to help my comrades get back on the ship, so I would let
I am
it go.
focused on getting on the ship.
You have technically resolved combat.
I'm gonna throw rope over for Hazel. Man, how are you guys feeling? What
Hey,
was that? I didn't
hey.
even see it.
I want to go to the guy that was the guard. You didn't notice something out in the water?
I was working on my scrimshaw. It's very taxing and has laser focus.
We can
I don't
all
know what
make
a
up
laser
words.
is, but I had to do it to focus on this.
Next time, maybe look out over the end of the boat and try to see if there's a giant mermaid creature
He
attacking
seems
us.
genuinely remorseful for slacking off in his duties.
It's okay. I'm sorry I yelled.
The fishermen are fishing on this journey, and one of them hauls up something strange, something out of the ordinary, to which all of the actual fisherman crew are deathly afraid because of the circumstances that have already happened with things that they hauled up from the deep. It is a crocodile skin bag, small little pouch, in which there is a single die, D6, made of some sort of bone. If you keep it, you eventually learn that it's a charlatan's die. Whenever you roll this 6-sided die, you control which number it rolls.
Ooh. Do we know what kind of bone it is? Is it human?
A shiny
Roll a
bone.
nature check.
16.
Whale bone. You come to the town of Moonstone. Moonstone is a small town situated on the bank of the Starhammer Lake, prosperous and fast-growing thanks to the trio of resources available to it: fish in the lake, lumber from the Gullywood, and ore from the Starspire Mountains. As you have traveled, the fishermen have told you a little bit about Moonstone. Because of the Moonstone mines, there's a stronger dwarf presence in the town than in other Saren settlements. Also, because of the proximity to the picturesque Starhammer Lake, there's a higher population of wealthier individuals here than in other settlements of the Weir Nation, mostly on tourism excursions. As you dock at the wharf, a large ogre of a man with a bulbous nose and a lengthy scar along the side of his face comes up and begins to talk with the crew, and you catch snippets of their conversation, and he's talking about birthing fees. When you birth at a dock, you have to pay the birthing fees.
The Village of Starr people did us a great favor. I think we should cover the
Do we need
fees.
to dock? Can we just swim to the shore? I ain't paying that.
Yes, they are staying for a hot second in town,
Oh,
so they do
gotcha.
need to
Okay.
make a berth.
How much is the fee?
The crew seems flabbergasted at the price of 50 gold.
Well, do you
How much
have
do
it or
they
not,
have?
crew?
Hey,
We
I'm
saved your
sorry
town,
not to-
remember?
The crew does not have 50 gold. Between all of them, they have probably 10.
I don't have
we-
it all, but if we all
The
kinda
large
pitch in.
man is very insistent and rather rude as he demands the money. You've got to pay up, otherwise your ship will be impounded and become property of the Moonstone government.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is Idunn.
Back away, girl. The men are doing business.
Okay. Not there. I was gonna help, and now I'm not. No.
The crew is frantic. Oh, what?
Look.
I've never been up here before. I didn't know they had this. What are we gonna? We can't go back. What do we do if we're stranded here?
We are the heroes of Starr, and we come. If you could give us a lower price, we will offer our services to guarding or helping you defend your town or doing a task for you.
The town already has the peacekeeper force. How much are you offering to pay? What do you have on you?
Not 50.
That's a nice vest you've got there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But we don't have 50 on us.
What do you have?
We have abilities. I am an Genasi.
I'm not interested in your
sorcerer?
abilities. I'm interested in your money. Sorcerer, eh? You got any magical items?
Just the magic in me, but I'm just a girl.
What's in your bag?
Didn't we use the pearl?
Unfortunately, just knickknacks and stuff.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to turn out your bag because anybody who comes into the town has to be security screened.
No, that's not how that works.
That is how it works. I am port authority here. And if you do not comply, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to call the peacekeepers on you and impound your vessel until further notice.
We're adventure. I don't even want to talk to him. I hate him. That's not gonna happen.
If you're not complying with
All
the
right.
request
Let's
of the
cough
harbor
up the money.
master,
Let's cough up the money. Hey, shut up, sir. We're gonna get your dang money, okay? You greedy pig.
let's see it.
I don't want to work with him, so I'll give you my money.
Does
Like-
they cough up their 10?
Yeah.
From the crew? Okay.
Grumbling.
I'm so sorry about this. I didn't know, Robair. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. It's okay. It's a bunch of pricks. Don't let these guys get you down.
You guys did us a solid. Thank you.
You pay up the money.
50, right? Yeah.
And he says, very well, go about your business. He takes the money and he leaves. Robair, with his high perception, can hear him chuckling under his breath.
What's your name, sir?
He doesn't even look back.
I didn't think so. Bastard.
You're in Moonstone! Great first impressions!
Well, that was great.
Yes.
Do we have a name for the one guard that I sort of accosted over the night when I got into the water?
The crew member?
Yeah.
Sergio!
Sergio, are you guys staying in town for a while now that we've paid for it?
Oh, jeez. I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know if it's a per diem or what. I didn't ask him, but I think we're gonna leave, first thing tomorrow.
Okay. Well, in case we don't see each other, thank you for all your services.
Oh, thank you! Thank you once again. I'm so very sorry about this.
I hug him.
I've never been in a place like Moonstone this big.
Neither have we.
So none of you know anyone here in the town? Have you never been up this high?
No, none of us have ever been upriver. Who's doing what?
I'd like to inquire at the docks and wharf about that gentleman.
Roll an investigation check.
14.
You learn that man is named Mergen Bulk, and he is harbor master.
I learned that from who? And can I ask about the actual fee? Like, is that the legit thing that they do there?
As you're looking around the docks, you see a number of luxury vessels, number one, and you only see a handful of vessels that look practical for fishing and whatnot.
I would ask the fishing vessels.
From one of the fishing vessels, you learn that, yes, it's not 50. It should be more closer to 10.
And
he's laughing that you fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Is there anybody higher than a harbor master that works at the dock?
At the dock, no. The harbor master would be directly underneath the mayor.
Well, I'd like to go see the mayor as soon as possible. I'm gonna do
Person.
that. You guys go and find these dwarves.
I'm gonna go to the tavern to look for dwarves.
Good place. I kind of wanted to go to the mayor, too.
So you learn there are 3 options as far as the tavern goes. There is an inn called the Swan Feather Inn, which has a
That's nice.
tavern of sorts. There is a hotel, a luxury tourist hotel called the Hotel Azul. And there is a casino called the Casino Regal.
We going to a casino. Come, Korv, I buy you a
Casino
drink.
Regal, a reputable house of gambling catering to the casual tourist and high roller alike, featuring nightly entertainment, an all-you-can-eat buffet, and copious amounts of alcohol available for purchase. You walk into the Casino Regal, and it is buzzing with activity, as many casinos are. Many, many tables line the main floor, games of chance, games of dice, games of cards, and some games that you've never seen before. There is indeed a buffet set up on one side, and definitely a prominent bar that takes up a large portion of the wall.
Straight to the bar.
You go to the bar. The bartender is a cheerful young lad, human, bright-eyed, blonde-haired.
Hello, my friends. continue.
Oh, wow! Another Goliath. That's great.
Another.
Are you a friend of Karavac?
I don't know this man. Is he in town?
Oh man, he's the housekeeper at the Hotel Azul. Man, I thought you might knew him. He's the only Goliath I've ever seen. I thought maybe you could tell me why he's deaf and mute.
Most Goliaths are not deaf and mute. Can I get a drink for me and my friend?
Oh sure. What are you having?
I just want a tankard of mead or ale or whatever is the most
Sure.
basic.
Want the cheapest, cheap.
Basic
Cheap, cheap,
mug
cheap,
of
cheap,
ale, straight up 4 copper pieces.
Hey, what's your name, fine bartender?
My name is Barry, like a wild berry, not with an A.
Hey Barry, what are your performances like over here at the casino?
They're pretty good, I guess. We got bards of all kind coming in. One time, Mad Nab the Magnificent came in. She was a hoot.
Told you
Sometime we
I-
have acrobats and some fire performers. Every so often, they wrangle somebody from the Sundial Plaza outside. There's tons of street performers out there. Occasionally, some of them impress the management here, and they bring them on stage. Man, I really wish the Wayfarers would come and play, but for some reason, nobody wants to hire those guys.
So who would I like to talk to if I wanted to audition?
Oh, wow. I don't know, actually. I've never heard of auditions. As far as I know, they find you.
What if I told you I performed with Mad Nab?
Wow, really?
Yes, really.
I don't know. A lot of people have big claims that come in here.
Oh, it happened.
You got any proof? Huh?
Let me perform to you and prove it.
Roll a performance check.
That's a 20.
20. I know that song! That's one of Mad Dab's biggest hits! How did you... What? Wow!
I told you.
They don't release that music to anybody to learn. It's copyrighted. Trademarked to the fullest extent of the law.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
All right, count me impressed.
Are there any dwarves in here? Like
There are a couple dwarves.
hard-looking dwarves? Okay. I want to go to the one that looks like he's the toughest.
There are no tough-looking dwarves here.
They're all soft and pansy-ish.
Wait a minute, Barry. I mean, did that impress you enough? I mean, do you know somebody now that I can speak to?
Well, I'm just a lowly bartender. I don't know anybody. They just pay me.
Well, thanks, Barry. If you think of anybody,
But I
give them my
mean,
name. It's
if,
Korv.
If anybody asks, I'll remember your name.
Thanks. And I'm a big black bird walking around, so I'm not really hard to miss.
I'm gonna drink my mead real quick, just kind of chug it down, say screw you all, and then head out.
Okay, I guess we're leaving.
What was Sam and Robair and Hazel doing?
And
We're
I'm gonna
looking
go to
for the
hotel.
mayor.
You can find the mayor's residence. Is the mayor in right now? As you, by the way, enter into the central plaza where most everything is, it is the Sundial Plaza, so named because in the center of the plaza there is an ornate sundial. And as you can see, the shadow cast by the sundial is a scene. It has been intricately carved. And there is a scene that is created by the silhouette of a swimming delphinus, a fish found only in the Starhammer Lake.
Robair, take a look at that fancy thing.
Yes, look at that. This is
And
pretty
surrounding the
crazy.
Sundial Plaza are tons of street performers.
First things first, mayor's house.
Yep.
Announce our presence. File a complaint.
Two
Ask
things.
about
3 things.
moon dwarves.
The mayor's residence, he has a secretary out front.
Sure.
And you can come in, and the secretary is going to say, make an appointment and come back when your appointment time is. If you're going to persuade her otherwise, you should roll persuasion.
What's the approximate wait time?
You'd have to come back tomorrow at the very earliest, if he can squeeze you in. Very busy man, the mayor.
We have urgent news from the village.
Everybody
south of
has
here.
urgent news. Yes, I know. The mayor is filled with urgent news.
A town south of you was almost completely destroyed.
Well, that's very sad
we'll
for
make
that town.
we'll make an appointment if we can be seen early tomorrow. That would be preferred.
Yes, okay. I'll pencil you in.
We are from the town guard. Write down that we are from the town guard of Starr.
Town starred. Yes, I see.
Robair and Hazel and Petunia.
Yes, got it.
What time is good?
About 10 a.m.
All right. What's your name, lady?
My name's Janice.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Genasi.
Janice, do you know of any place that we could find lodging?
I recommend the Hotel Azul. It's the best hotel for miles and miles and miles.
What is the name of the mayor?
Dane Hammerhand.
Before I let you go, Janice, everything's okay and safe here, right? There's not been any wars and fights or...
Oh no.
Okay.
There's no conflict here in Moonstone. There's virtually no crime. The peacekeepers do an excellent job.
Where are the peacekeepers located?
Their headquarters are across the plaza.
Sorry to ask again all this of you. We're new to town.
What are Korv and Idunn doing?
I'm gonna go to the Hotel Azul myself because I hear there's a Goliath there. So I'm gonna go there, Karavac.
I'm gonna hang out in the town square and listen listening in on all the street performers and see if measure myself up against them.
There is a few of your run-of-the-mill instrument players, which are unimpressive. There is a man in a tight-fitting green and red bodysuit selling what he says to be treasure maps, that he says they will guide you to notable spots in town. All the tourists love his maps, and nobody can find their way around Moonstone without him.
I'm curious to hear a little bit more about these maps. I'm going to approach that.
Oh, you have a discerning eye to buy my maps.
How long have you been here, Leotard Man?
Oh, I'm what they would call a regular here out in the main Sundial Plaza. There are a number of us regulars here, but I am perhaps the most impressive. You must buy one of my maps, otherwise you will be hopeless wandering around town aimlessly.
Oh, and how much are these maps?
They are a single one silver piece.
About half a silver piece.
Ah, they are handcrafted and expertly made, telling all the secrets of the town. 1 silver is the price. For one as discerning as you, this is a steal, of course. He does a pirouette with his maps.
I'm impressed. Impressed. All right, I'll take one of your maps. Can you tell me a little bit more about them? Here's your freaking
You will
silver
not
piece.
be disappointed. And it is this very map which has all these points of interest.
So, can I stay in the area, kind of look at the map, but then busk on the side?
You can try, yeah.
See if I can make up for my lost silver piece.
Roll a performance check.
18.
18. You
my wings
definitely
out?
outstrip the instrument players that are there currently. Roll a d20.
10.
You get 10 gold pieces for your performance. The map seller is named Gelnit, and as you chat with Gelnit, Idunn goes into the hotel.
I'm looking for the other Goliath.
As you enter, the Hotel Azul is much like many other hotels. It is fancy and has a front desk and a concierge. You see many individuals that seem to be wealthy tourists going to and from their rooms,
Don't like any of them.
laughing and cavorting, looking soft.
Yeah, they give me a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the front desk.
As you approach the front desk before you get there,
Not
the
even
concierge.
aggressively.
The concierge just like zips in front of you with a cloud of smoke behind him. He is a bald-headed gentleman with a bushy gray mustache. He introduces himself. Hello, my name is Wilbur Hopton. May I help you, my dear friend? My dear road-weary traveler. Yes, yes.
Maybe we friends, maybe we not. Do you have someone here named Karavak?
Perhaps you'd like to come over here to the concierge desk out of the main lobby.
Is Karavak over there?
Karavak is on duty right now. Karavak is our head housekeeper, you see. Do you have a reservation by any chance?
I don't want to stay here. Actually, I just want to talk to Karavak. And I don't even like being inside, so if you could just
well
send
then.
him outside.
Perhaps we could go outside then.
go outside.
Let's step outside. Off to
don't
the
want to
side,
be
away from
inside.
the entrance. But yes, Karavak is very, very busy, an individual. He's constantly in a flurry of motion, making sure all the rooms are spotless for our guests. He's a very, very dependable chap and incredibly good at what he does. I would hate to interrupt him. But if you have a message for, are you a relative of Karavak, a friend,
I've
a
never met
girlfriend, perhaps?
No, not a janitor.
Well,
No. I just want to talk to another Goliath. Tell him I am new in town and that I am interested in seeing him. Did I hear he was deaf and mute?
Yes, he is in fact deaf and mute.
Oh, so there won't be much talking.
No, you were right when you said you would talk at him, to him, talk
To
to him.
Does he
Not
understand?
not really with.
So he doesn't understand anything.
If you have either telepathy or no sign language.
No, I just give him hug. Tell him I want to give him hug, and then I'll be on my way.
Very well, very well. If I see him, I will do so. He usually reports directly to Mistress Rouge, and so I don't see too much of him. But if I do, I'll
could
make
go
sure
talk to her.
deliver. She's even busier than Karavak, mind you. The
but just to
proprietress
get
of a
off.
hotel, you can imagine, has duties immense.
How about I just walk in and go find him?
Oh no!
I don't mind. I really don't mind.
No! Don't
I'm
go to the
going now.
trouble. I will deliver your message post haste. Don't worry.
Okay, well, you have a bar. Maybe I go sit at bar.
Yeah. Roll an insight check.
13.
I'm sorry, the bar is only available for hotel patrons. Unless you're actively staying at the hotel, I'm afraid the bar is going to be inaccessible to you. But as concierge, I know that there is a splendid selection of alcohol at the Casino Regal. Should definitely go over there and sample some of their wares.
How about this? You tell me where I can find Moon Dwarf. Do you know where I can find Moon Dwarf?
Yes, the Dwarven district is in the northeastern end of town. However, it is closed off to general townspeople. They have all kinds of secrets in there that they don't wish to divulge. Mining secrets, smelting secrets, forge master secrets. The dwarves are very particular about their mining and their craftsmanship. It's very, very, very difficult to talk to any of them.
Well, you tell Karavak to meet me. Where are we gonna stay?
Absolutely.
How about I meet him in the... No, I
Absolutely.
just go inside. I just go inside. I go find him myself.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no, no,
Thank
no,
you.
no, 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 no. That's okay. I'll give him your message.
Oh, okay. I meet him in town square
I will
Tonight?
tell him that you wish to meet him in the town square.
tonight.
Tonight, certainly.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you all going to be staying for the night?
Places.
I'm happy with Hotel Azul.
I'm happy to make a camp out
That's what I
on
do.
the wilds of town. How do you feel about that, Petunia?
Petunia will rough it if necessary. She would very much prefer to have a real bed.
I'm gonna ask somebody that walks by after I'm taking a break now. I want to learn a little bit more about the Delphinus fish.
Anybody who you try to ask is either someone in the area who was a performer who is angry that you got more money than they did, so they're unwilling to talk to you, or a tourist who doesn't know much about the town and is just like, what? Is that what this fish is called? I had no idea. I was too busy winning vast sums of money in the casino.
I'm gonna go ahead and just walk around.
As you walk away from your spot, two uniformed individuals come up to you and they greet you. Well, hello, we got a new street performer here. I heard your performance. It was very good. Oh, yes, it was a very good performance. I heard it was very good. Yeah, incredibly good. Did you happen to register your performance with the Peacekeepers? You see, all of these spots are actually graphed out in the town, and you have to pay a commission to get your licensing fee to be able to perform. I witnessed you to this place. I'm willing to help you out. Normally, we charge 5 gold for that kind of thing. I'm willing to knock it down to only 3 gold for you because I was impressed.
Yeah.
That's right. It's normally 5, but we're gonna take it down to 3.
Well, what if I don't pay? Can I just go straight to the Peace Guard?
Well, if you don't pay the licensing fee, then you get fined an even bigger fine for not registering and doing illegal business in the town of Moonstone. So I'd hate to, have to take away that magnificent instrument that you're paying that I'm sure is worth much more than a measly 3 gold.
Yeah, no, I'm good, guys. Here's 3.
It's very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You guys, yeah, you're great. I'm gonna remember you forever, guys. What's your name? I'll name it the next song after you.
We're just the peacekeepers. No worries.
So wait, you're the Peacekeeper? Do I get a license? It's proof that
Yes,
so I
we're
don't get
going to
accosted?
register you now. We're heading back to our headquarters and we're going to register you.
Okay, do you have a receipt or something?
No, we don't issue the receipts. We just keep you on file. We have very good memories, you see.
Okay, Peacekeepers.
Yes, we have very, very good memories.
Thank
Have
you.
a good evening.
Yeah, goodbye. Jerks.
So yes, we were trying to figure out where you are going to stay for the night.
Me, Idunn, and Korv are gonna sleep outside of town.
Yeah, and I guess unless Petunia says otherwise, I'd rather get a room.
Where are you going to search for a room?
I was told by Janice that the Hotel Azul was a good place to be, so why not?
You go to the Hotel Azul and go to the front desk and inquire if they have a room available. This is no mere inn. This is a hotel resort. They have 2 levels of rooms. It's going to be posh or super posh. Posh is going to be 12 gold per night. Super posh is going to be 25 gold per night.
Petunia, is that too high for your blood?
Petunia has nothing.
I don't know. Did you see any other hotels around here? There's the
Swan Feather
Swan
Inn.
Feather, yeah.
Swan Feather Inn, the more affordable place of lodgings in Moonstone. You can walk into the Swan Feather Inn. There are a pair of halflings. They introduce themselves.
Hello.
Well, hello. It's nice to see you. I'm Finley. This is Finley. Obviously,
Hazel.
I'm senior. He's junior. They are the Feather Billows. They do have rooms available. They are cordial yet curt. saying only what is necessary to be said.
Same.
You can have a modest or a comfortable room. A modest is 3 silver pieces. A comfortable room is 5 silver pieces.
I'll take the 5 silver piece room for myself and whatever Petunia
You've
needs.
got all the money, so
No, that's it. Whatever you need, Petunia,
there you go.
I'll pay
If
for
you're
it.
doing a single, then it's 10 silver total, so 1 gold.
Yeah.
And so the 3 of you are going to the outskirts of town. You're going to this farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You knock on the door, and a woman busts open the door, and she's got a pair of pruning shears in her
Whoa.
hand.
Oh,
Hold on, lady.
All right, who's trying to steal the crops this time?
No, what?
I caught you once, I'll catch you again.
Man, we mean you no disrespect. We just have a couple questions. We don't want to steal your crops. What's up? You've been having someone steal your crops?
Well, I guess if you were the thief, you wouldn't be showing your face in broad daylight, or would you?
What kind of logic is that, lady?
I'm tired. I just
Same kind of logic as some coward who would steal from us.
What can we do to prove to you that we are not these thieves that you're bringing up?
Where were you 2 nights ago?
We just got here this morning, okay? We just came by on the port, and we just are new in the town. It's a real crappy town filled with really shysters.
Roll a persuasion check.
3.
She doesn't key in on anything that you just said about yourself. She does key in on how you said this is a crappy town. She softens up at that. She's like, wait a minute, what happened?
Robair breaks down. A single tear comes from his cheek. We just
guy.
fought a freaking war in Starr, and we come to this new town looking for help and advice. And what happens to us? Some vagabond in a fancy dress asking us for an exorbitant amount of money at the docks to birth.
Oh, they got you with their birthing fees.
It's a town full of liars. We don't know who to trust anymore, and we're not gonna spend the. Basically, we don't want to spend the night in any of the hotels, and we were wondering if we could somehow, if you could point us in the direction of a relatively safe, natural area outside of town or close to town that we can start up a campsite for ourselves.
I'll tell you what. Me and my sisters were about to sit down to have some dinner. You seem like you might be able to help us. I have a proposition for you. If I see that you're trustworthy individuals, why don't you come in and sit down and we'll have a chat?
What's your proposition?
You
before we
don't
step
know,
aside?
you don't truly know anybody until you've had a home-cooked meal with them.
That sounds.
Till they come at you with shears.
Proposition number 1 is you come in and we sit down and talk.
What's your name?
My name is Clara Stowaday. This is the Stowaday farm run by me and my sisters.
All right, Clara Stowaday. I am Robair Ribbons, and these are my companions, Idunn and Korv.
I'm already sitting at the table.
Korv, where? Korv! Okay, we're coming in.
There are 2 other young ladies there. One introduces herself as Belle. She is a redhead. And Polly introduces herself. She's a brunette.
Thank you. I wish we had something we could offer to this generous meal of
We'll
your...
see if you can offer something after we talk.
Okay.
Sits you down, and basically she just asks you about your life stories and just listens intently as you tell. How much are you going to tell is the question.
I'm gonna brighten up and tell a lot because I am a bragger. I'm gonna be like, well, and then I went up a mountain and there was this ram and my cousin was there and I killed him again and it was amazing. And I'll show you later, but there is a ram head up here somewhere sometimes. It's great.
You actually don't want to see it. Yeah, I tell them about coming to Starr and fighting the war, and I don't give them too many details.
Boast about my loot abilities and how I've been a part of MadNab, and I've just
No, you don't have
proud
to
of
boast,
it.
Korv. Play us a song on the table. Is that okay with you,
All
sisters?
right.
Maybe don't step on the table, but
All right.
we'd love to hear you play.
Can you fly and play?
No, it's not a lot of height.
Roll
Pluck,
performance.
pluck, pluck, pluck.
I'd like to assist like a clapping.
Roll performance with advantage.
Yeah.
23. Thanks
is
for
like,
the
"You're
percussion.
Dang.
Play a very skillful tune, and the sisters
I'm
look
Korv's manager, by the way.
visibly impressed. Clara, who seems to be the oldest, says, all right, I think I've gotten a feel for you now. Sorry for the whole MacGuffin earlier, but
Understandable.
you have seen firsthand that this town isn't exactly what it seems on the surface. It's advertised as this great crime-free area of tourism where the wealthy come and while away their time, taking tours of the lake and gambling their money and eating everything and cruising on their ships. Let me tell you the dark underbelly that we've seen firsthand. Moonstone is actually the central hub of an intricate underground crime network.
Ay, criminy.
They call themselves the Witnesses. That harbor master, Mergen Balk, he's on their payroll
Why do they call themselves witnesses?
because they witness everything that goes on in the town.
Okay.
Anything and everything that transpires, they have their thumb in the pie somehow. And yes, Mergen Balk is on their payroll, often charging exorbitant fees for simple things like a berthing cost. Sometimes he'll impound vessels outright, making up nautical violations in order to confiscate the vessels.
More importantly, are the peacekeepers on the payroll of the witnesses?
I can't prove it, but I suspect so.
What? How did you learn about all this?
3 young, attractive females. They hear things now and then. Some people who are attempting to impress us with their bravery and danger often spill the beans when under the influence.
Let me ask you this. Does the name Herod ring any bells?
Herod?
Herod.
Are you saying Harold?
Herod.
Errol?
Some fun
Arrow?
Southern
Give me a piece of
accent.
paper.
Herod!
Herod.
That name does not ring any bells to me.
Okay.
But we suspect that one of the agents of the Witnesses stole some of our crops the other night. Here's where you come in. We want you to figure out who the thief was and bring them to justice. The Stowaday farm has the 3 sisters' windmills. One is manned by each of the sisters, and they are each engineered to process a different type of crop. The 3 types of crops are wheat, corn, and a special crop known as cham, which is native only to the area surrounding the Starhammer Lake. 3 nights ago, Polly couldn't sleep that night, and she decided to take a walk in the moonlight through the fields. As she wandered through the cham crops, she heard someone breaking off stalks of the tall, rigid plant. Unafraid and overcome with a motherly desire to protect her crops, she shrieked a war cry and charged towards the intruder. The thief panicked and ran off, dragging a hefty sack of cham behind him. Polly only saw a glimpse of the thief, a tall, thin individual wearing a black hood and cloak. They ran with a pronounced limp in one of their legs. She doesn't know if it was right or left.
I would like to help you, sisters. At this time, I need to go to the courtyard. I am meeting someone there that I have heard is like me. Another Goliath in town.
Oh, you talking about Karavac?
Yes, that is who I've heard.
I don't think I've ever seen him outside the hotel.
Well,
You say he's meeting you? Did he say this?
No, he did not
Say this?
Yeah, no, the concierge man, the little man. He said he would pass along my message.
Oh, honey, well, you can go if you want, but I can almost guarantee you that message wasn't passed along.
It's okay. Tomorrow I go into the hotel and I find him myself.
Someone's gonna get knotted.
Well, how do you suggest we find this crook?
We can only guess that it was an agent of the Witnesses who attempted such a grievous offense against us.
Well-
But we leave it in your hands. You're the ones with the know-how on this matter, it seems.
First thing in the morning, I'm gonna go investigate the scene. When did this happen, you say?
3 nights passed.
Maybe they dropped something, and we hate to see the criminals running this town. It's unjust, if you ask me.
They've got room in one of their barns if you
Oh,
want to
that's nice.
bed down there. The next morning arrives.
Yeah, I want to look for like maybe a drop trinket, a scrap of cloth, or something.
I'm rolling an investigation check.
10.
10. You see the area where the plants have been broken off,
Okay.
but you do not find any dropped items,
Okay.
no clues. Even the footprints have been blown away since it's been 3 days past.
I leave a trap out where I think it will get some meat for them, and then I want to go into town. Robair? Town? Korv? Go to town with me?
Yes, I got a meeting at 10.
I'm gonna put Toad in a drawer and then lock the door.
What
and
do
room.
you say to Toad?
Be a shrub, little bud.
Be a shrub, little bud.
And then I wander out in the morning with an intent to go to the mayor's.
I
You
miss Marble.
head to your meeting with Dane Hammerhand.
Oh boy.
What are Idunn and Korv doing?
I want to go back to the hotel and look for Karavac.
I'm very curious about learning more about these dwarves. I really want to get my hands on a gem maker. Can I accompany you and you can do the talking, and I'll just point
Don't know if they like me either. Let's try.
Let's go find a dwarf.
Before we go to our meeting, I'm gonna tell Hazel. Be careful with the information you give him.
Good to know.
But we still need to tell him
You
about
think
Starr.
he would be part of? I guess he would be the mayor. He's probably got his hands deep in this. So don't bring
We
that
better
up.
not bring it up to him because we don't want him to act rashly. Do you understand?
You show up for your meeting with Dane Hammerhand. You enter into the mayor's office.
Thanks, Janice, for showing us into the mayor's office.
Dane Hammerhand, the mayor of Moonstone, is an imposing figure, looks strong and powerful. He is missing one eye.
Oh.
He introduces himself to you. I don't mind if you stare at the eye. It happens a lot.
Hey, me too. Look at mine.
Hey.
It's a black eye.
Well, at least you still
Wah.
have yours.
A lot
That's
of.
true. It's pretty cool too. Hey, Dane, thank you for seeing with us this morning.
What can I do for you?
Take
We
the
were
lead.
wondering, what do we want from him? Why did we come in?
I've got a
I'd like to
list.
place a complaint. First off, we are bringing information from the Village of Starr that it was attacked by a group of mercenaries hired by a man named Errol.
Are you saying?
No, we're not doing the bit again. We can't do the bit
Errol.
twice.
You know Errol.
My
Not
friend-
Errol.
My friend
to
is trying to
walk
say
on.
Herod. He had a whole army of mercenaries, and we're looking for any information because we don't know the whereabouts of him or if
Well,
he's
also, it's a
amassing more
warning
troops.
that you should keep your eyes open for this guy. The other thing is Mergen Bulk. We take issue with him. We asked around the dock. We paid a fee of 50 gold pieces to berth. And we asked around the dock, and they said that they only charge like 10. And so we feel like we are owed by the city of Moonstone because he's Arbor Master at least 50 gold pieces. And that's all I'm saying, you know. And maybe you should talk to this guy, Mergen.
So it sounds as though, number one, thank you for bringing the events of Starr to my knowledge.
Sure.
I appreciate it. We will keep our vigil up. And it sounds as though you take issue with Harbor Master Balk. Is this correct?
Yes.
And you say you feel that he has unjustly charged you a fee to berth your vessel, correct?
Yes.
He is filing your complaint. He's writing down in his ledger.
Thank you.
that
Robair
are-
Ribbons.
Mergen Balk is not the easiest man to get along with.
I don't need to be...
apologize for
Okay.
his gruff behavior.
It's unscrupulous, I would say, not gruff. I don't care about personalities, but when you steal a man's money, that's another thing.
I have not seen your faces around before. Not that I have many meetings with townsfolk, you see, but you seem like somebody I would remember.
You probably don't see about half the things that most normal people see, so that would make sense to me.
It's a little heavy-handed.
Hazel's appalled out loud. I apologize, Mayor. My friend Robair can be a little gruff sometimes. He doesn't talk to a lot of people.
I'll take your complaint into consideration. He slams his book shut. That'll be all.
Do you happen to know anything?
That'll be all.
Let's go, Hazel. We've done what was right and just.
Thank you for your time, Mayor. I'm sorry again for my friend.
Better to work under
You
the skin.
leave the mayor's office.
Yeah.
We got two things, Hazel.
Yeah.
We got to figure out the gem. We got to talk to Moon Dwarves about it, and we maybe help the Stowaway sisters.
Korv and Hazel going to the Hotel Azul,
Yes.
correct?
We're going in there. I want to look for Karavak. She would like to. Korv would like to talk to some dwarves.
The concierge sees you coming a mile away, and as soon
Come on.
as you open the door, he zips in. Welcome back to the Hotel Azul. How may I help you?
Oh, don't worry about me. I go upstairs.
Oh no! I can direct you to anything you may need in a hotel. I am the concierge. I can handle any need you may have.
Oh, okay. So you could tell me where I can find Karavak upstairs.
Karavak, you see, as I explained yesterday, he is very, very busy with his housekeeping duties, and
I just want to give him hugs.
Should not to be disturbed. And in fact, I don't think he's very much of a people person. I don't think he would appreciate
They're
a
not
hug.
people.
I don't think you should try and hug him. I
If he
think
does.
if you wish, I could deliver another message. Did he not show up last night? Oh, he doesn't seem like the kind of person you should even associate with, standing you up like that. How dare he?
Don't worry about it.
I'll suggest to the manager that we reduce his pay.
Oh, manager? Can I talk to manager?
Oh, Mistress Rouge is extremely busy, and I'm afraid she's even harder to track down than Karavac. You see, I handle the lobby affairs. Any individuals who come in with needs and wants can go through me. Are you sure you wouldn't like to book a room?
How about you help my friends? We are looking for a dwarf to talk to in town.
Oh, well, there are many dwarves in the casino Regal. You can talk to them, and they, I'm sure, will help you out with anything you may need.
Okay, I go there, but you tell Karavac to come right now and go meet me there.
I will do that post-haste. You go to the casino, and I will go tell Karavac.
If he does not come to the casino, I go find him.
If he does not come to the casino, then that is probably his way of telling you that he does not wish to be bothered. I'm
Okay.
sorry, but
I go find him.
you no understand. No.
Don't worry, I go upstairs.
No. You
go
can't
up.
go upstairs
I go
unless
up.
you are a patron. You can't go upstairs unless you're a patron of the hotel. You need to book a room if you wish to go upstairs.
All right, and I've had some.
Are you?
some
I'm sorry.
things.
Hello. My name is Hopton, Mr. Hopton.
Hello, Hopton.
Are you with this unique individual?
Listen, we'll leave you alone for the moment. If you don't relay some information to this person, this other Goliath, it's probably just meaning you're gonna see her a little bit more.
I come back.
We'll be at the casino. We'll be out of
We
your
go
hair
to
in a
casino.
second.
Tell Karavac, come meet me. I buy him drink. I want to talk about homeland. Mother.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'll deliver your message.
I mean, talk at him. I don't care. I just want to see him.
Yeah, or we'll be back. You'll
We'll
see.
be back. Don't worry. We see you again. Thank you, sir.
That's motivating.
Okay. Goodbye.
Then we go to the casino.
You go to the casino, and it is bustling, as though the casino never sleeps.
Find the first dwarf.
Looking for some dwarfs.
So, is there a table of dwarfs that we can sit down at?
There is no table full of specific dwarves. There are a couple of dwarves in the casino, one or two of which seem to never have left
Oh.
since last night.
I go talk to that one. One of the one who has not left.
One of them is busy rolling dice at the craps table. All right, let's see if luck has stayed with me through the evening. I rolled a 6, and I'm too drunk to know what that means on the craps table. A small pile of money is whittled away from his stack. All right, we're going to roll again, don't you worry. I threw it off the table, but that's what they pay those schmucks to pick up for me. Thank you, schmuck. No problem. You've earned your paycheck. I rolled deuces. Deuces, that's 2 deuces. Deuces. I'm lucky today, and a stack of money gets pushed back to him. I'm rolling again. Here we go, non-stop luck here. I rolled a 7. If I knew anything about craps, I know 7 is always a good thing, except when it's not.
What? I've never played.
Stack of money gets pushed towards him again.
Oh, let me just attempt. I'm gonna sit down next to this guy.
Are you going to blow
Hey,
on the
yeah.
dice? A lucky bird. A lucky bird's foot is what I hear.
Yeah, here we go.
I rolled a 7 again, and if I know anything about craps, that's more luck on the table. Aye, and you brought a friend for me, a sizable lass. And he grabs you, and he's
My
getting
leg.
handsy very quickly. Very inebriated, as though he's been drinking all night.
Eden is down.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying to attempt to ask, hey, if I wanted to buy some pay you money for
3!
some stones.
What does a 3
What about some
mean?
gems?
Where's the schmuck to tell me the rules? We're just, I think schmuck might be not politically correct either, but whatever.
Are you gonna be selling any gems? Do you know where I can get some nice gems?
Oh, are you looking to buy something around here? Well, I'm not from around here, but I hear tell that the dwarves here are the master gemsmiths. They have a nice gift shop in the casino, though.
Ah, thanks. I appreciate that. Do you know any local dwarves around
I'm
here?
a rolling the dice. I rolled 2 4s.
That's a good thing.
What does that win me?
He's
You
not.
moved
He's
on?
not a local. Yeah.
You left? Okay. Good luck, sir.
Ah, wait a minute. Can I buy you a drink?
I will not say no.
If you hang out with him, you can hang out with him as long as you like. He's going to be very handsy all the time, but he will definitely buy you drinks. He will not tell you any useful
He's not gonna give
information
me any
because...
just one drink and I'm.
but wait.
All right,
What
Idunn,
was your
no,
name? At least
no.
tell me your name.
I am Idunn. Idunn Corpse Knotter.
Are you saying eating? Is that what you're saying?
Ethan.
I'm gonna stand in
Ethan.
between you two, and I'm just gonna kind of go. Let's go. Come on.
I'm
this guy
leaving.
is not.
I'm leaving now.
Leaving. Your
seen
name
this-
is leaving.
Yep. It
Well, I'm
is,
staying.
It's leaving.
Let's go to a gift shop. Is there a dwarf in the gift shop that we could talk to?
There are no dwarves in the gift shop.
Oh, I thought maybe they were.
The gift shop has all manner of baubles that are designed to catch the eye of hapless tourists or people who like pretty nonsense objects.
Korv. I pull Korv away.
so-
Back in the casino, does it look like there's any local dwarves or is it just the tourists?
Roll perception check.
All right. 12.
Everybody in the casino looks like they're here to be in a casino.
Okay. No locals.
I'm getting a little tired of talking to drunk dwarves.
Okay, let's go. Let's leave. Maybe we
Somebody
go
that'll-
to.
I will
There's
answer
the
questions.
dwarves are.
As you leave the Casino Regal, there is a street performer in front. There's a different assortment of street performers. There's always a handful of individuals who are just there playing instruments. But there are some different regulars out and about this time. There is a fortune teller sitting on a intricately woven rug, sitting on posh cushions. And as you pass by through the Sundial Plaza, she calls out to you. She says, I will read your fortune. Come, yes, Mama Tikal, she knows all.
Go ahead, Idunn. Go ahead and pay the woman.
Yes, yes, I know.
Who says I'm teasing about
I
Paige?
know your future. For a modest donation, I can reveal the secrets to you. Is your lover cheating upon you?
I have no
Should
lover.
you invest in that offshore real estate property? Should you marry the one who has given you the ring? Or should you kick him to the curb and run away with the goat herder?
I will ask, because I'm getting a little desperate here.
If you wish to earn the power of the prophecy, then the sky is the limit to your generosity. But beware, the more potent divination arts require greater sacrifice. She can tell your fortune in one of three ways. You can pay a small fee, and she'll tell your fortune. You can pay a modest fee, and she'll roll the bones. Or you can pay a higher fee, and she will take a drop of blood.
Yeah, let's start with, let's see what you got. But hesitant. I'd like to pay a small fee. All right, here you go.
5 copper or so.
You know what? 5 copper pieces just for you.
Roll a d20.
It's a 10.
Your lucky numbers are 6, 2, 5, and 7. All the spirits have spoken. Mama Tikal knows all. Are you sure you do not wish to commune with the spirits further? You seem to be particularly in touch with the spirit world. I can sense an aura from you, an aura of the sky, one touched with the power of the winds, one who has traveled great distance,
Okay.
one
What do you-
who
what-
can take the burden of the
Sylvie.
world upon their own shoulders and hoist it up high to the heavens.
What is this? Is this the bones we're talking about here?
If you wish me to roll the bones, you have only to make a donation. 1 or 2 silvers.
All right, I'll give you a silver, but it better be good. Tell me what I do with these numbers. Tell me something about some dwarves. Tell me how I can get some sparklies in my pocket.
And she collects from her satchel a handful of bones that seem to be exotic from different creatures that you haven't seen before. A couple of miniature skulls, a couple finger bones, and a couple rib cage pieces that rattle around in a basin that she shuffles. And she eventually dumps them onto the rug in front of her. And she communes with the bones. Ah, I see. Do you have a broken leg?
I do not.
Do you walk with a limp?
I do not.
For one of my bones has broken as they are cast. This bone, it points towards the cove.
What do you know of this limping one in the cove?
I
What do
see
you
only what the
see?
bones tell me.
You see anything else in your
to go for a
bones?
swim.
Nothing else is revealed to me in the bones. However, the true power of the spirits is accumulated only through sacrifice.
I give you some blood.
Only through
What you need?
plasma!
No.
I give you some. You want some blood?
You ain't getting no bird
I
blood.
give you some blood. What
If
you need?
you accompany your blood with a donation, then I shall tell all that the spirits reveal.
How about 1 gold piece?
She pokes your finger with one of her sharp, jagged bones that she just cast, and a drop of blood spills out, and she wipes it with the gold coin that you just handed her, and she consults the gold coin. Mama Tikal
ready.
reveals a cryptic prophecy in 3 parts. The spirits have spoken. It is up to you to interpret what they say. The hammer strikes far from its mark. Sunken secrets call from a watery grave. The red rose walks a silent path. Plasma! Are you sure you would not like to receive the gift of plasma?
No, I'm already faint. I can't do this.
Mama Tikal knows all.
Yes, thank you.
Feel free to come back whenever you need guidance from Mama Tikal. May the spirits guide you. Plasma. You all rendezvous.
That is an interesting prophecy that you guys got there. The mayor's name is Hammer.
Hammer strikes far.
Hammerhand.
I
Hammer
think
strikes
that
far.
a man who was humorous and not a criminal would have laughed at my insult I
Yeah, I'm
thrown
sure
at him.
that would have helped. So that lake is called Hammer Lake.
Oh.
So I'm really kind of thinking we just need to find a red road.
Rose.
I think we should go to the cove, see if we
We-
can find the
okay,
stuff.
I'd
sounds
love to
good.
go cove. Let's go
We also
cove.
learned that you might have a really cool dwarf friend that could help us get closer in with the dwarves.
He says he doesn't know anybody here.
Okay.
And he has no interest.
Since we know the name of this criminal group, maybe they have some sort of marking or brand or
The
something.
witnesses?
Witnesses.
Maybe we should have shook their hand and checked their wrist or something.
Next time.
Keep your eyes open.
Let's go to cove.
The Lunar Cove is
You're
a
one of
white,
the ones?
a white sand cove along the southern shore of the town.
Ooh.
Another popular tourist spot. It features a spectacular coral reef just below the waves.
Ooh.
There are lots of people around. It is a popular tourist destination.
Beachgoers.
People on the beach, beachgoers,
Okay.
some free divers, people swimming around looking at the cove.
Any dwarves?
Are there any dwarves down here? There are no dwarves down here.
Anyone limping?
Roll perception check. Hazel.
10.
As you scan the beach, Hazel does not notice anybody with a pronounced limp.
Well, might as well go home, guys. There's no one here that we're looking for.
No. Let me
wanna
look.
walk
I
around
would
too.
like to see if I can see this person in a limp.
Robair starts disrobing. Who wants to watch my stuff? I can't resist.
I'll carry it.
Robair hops in the water.
Cast levitate. Jumps up in the air and clears over all the people wearing his skivvies and dives into the water.
Eden, I'll never get tired of watching that.
There's audible awe from the rabble of beachgoers. Wow!
Because I don't need to breathe, I'm going to swim to the bottom and just relax for a moment.
If you get well past all the riffraff, yeah, it's a spectacular coral reef, very colorful, very full of fish life.
I'd like to spend some time just kind of swimming and scanning the bottom.
You spend some time swimming around.
Oh,
You
yeah.
do, at one point, as you're swimming a little further out, you notice a clam that is large, a large, noteworthy clam that is snapped shut tight. Korv, roll a perception check.
19.
You do not see anybody with a limp. However, you hear some of the tourists gabbing and chatting, and some of them reveal the location of a oft unseen cave that is further down the coastline, a sea cave, where it seems like some of the youths of the town might go to make some mischief or just get away from their parents. But a non-tourist attraction.
Hey guys, this thing's happening.
I
Let's
love
go
secrets.
check the cove.
Cave town.
Robair's swimming.
Yeah,
However-
I want to try to get the clam to open its mouth. I gently rub its chin where I think its chin would be.
Nothing happens.
Okay, you know what? I'm just
Jet-
gonna try to pry
jet
open its
forward.
mouth real quick.
Roll a strength check.
14.
Kick it in the gonad.
You are unable to pry the clam open.
Okay, I give it a knock on its top and I swim back up to the top. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
We heard about a cave, or Korv heard about a cave.
Okay, hold on.
It goes that way.
Let me don my gear.
No,
Here's your
take your
pants.
time.
There's a big clam in there. A big old clam,
Ooh,
closed
we
tight.
love
I tried to open it, but I couldn't. It's fine.
You head over to the sea cave, which is a little further down the coastline. Everybody roll perception check.
19.
23.
Oh,
And
I almost.
4.
So Robair and Idunn, as you are approaching the cave, you hear somebody speaking in a loud, agitated voice. This stuff is worth twice what you're offering me. Come on! You know what I went through to get this?
Oh.
So the one voice is loud and unaware that their voice is carrying through the sea cave. You detect a hint of somebody else speaking much lower, and you can't make out that voice.
guys hear
No!
some-
You told me that you would pay so much more than you're offering me right now.
Let's listen for a little bit.
I didn't
There's two.
perceive.
I hear two people talking.
What? I'm not just gonna go sell it out in the Sundial Plaza. What do you think I am, stupid? I am not stupid. Vargas Blacktail is not a stupid man. You hear me? I know what I'm about. Okay, fine. How about 150? Okay? Okay, halfway. Come on, let's meet halfway. No, 100 is too low. Come on. What? 135. 135. Come on. Come on.
Oh, where's my dog? My dog ran somewhere.
What?
Did he go inside this cave? Let's go check.
Uh-oh.
Arf.
Did you bring somebody here? Did
Fergus.
you sell me out? Hey, wait.
Fergus the
Wait,
dog.
come back. Did you sell me out? Hey,
Fergus.
where are you?
Let's go.
I'm
You run inside
behind-
the cave.
I'm behind Eden.
You run into the sea cave, and inside you see a man standing with a sack of hefty proportions. The man is wearing a black hooded cloak. He is tall and skinny, and as you enter, he's looking further down the cave, but then he turns around as he sees you enter, and then he casually picks up the sack and is like, well, I suppose that I've gotten all the shells that I need in here. Good day to you all. I
Can I
hope
see
you
some?
find some shells as well.
I want to see your shells.
Oh, I've tied this bag up very tightly.
Oh, I like
and he's
nuts.
walking
Can I try
out,
the nut?
Trying to get past
Now
you.
we
No,
stop him.
no.
Stop
Hey, hey, hey.
Can I grab it?
Hey, whoa. Hey, let go of the bag.
Does
just
it?
want to
It
Let,
does.
leave.
Hey,
let
Hey,
go of
excuse
the
me.
Hey, get off of me,
It
all right?
does- it
Get
does-
off of me. Hey, all of you.
You have a license
all
to
of
get
you
shells?
get off of me. Hey, this is going to get bad. You better get out of here. All right?
Just some
I got
shells, bro.
friends. I got friends.
We're
You don't
just-
want to mess with my friends.
We got friends too. They're called the Stoa Days, and they want their plants back.
it doesn't have to get ugly, sir.
It is going to get ugly if you don't let me go.
Oh,
I got friends in high places, friends that have done things that you wouldn't believe.
Oh, really, Vargas
Friends
Blacktail?
that have connections. Friends that will make your lives a living hell.
And how your friends
And-
feel about you ratting them out to us, huh?
And don't you,
I want to
my
intimidate
friends,
him with a little show of
will
magic.
roll intimidation check.
Not nice. 10. I look him straight in the eyes and I say, it doesn't have to get dangerous here. And then I want to like a little bit of sparkle electricity, like shocking grasp, but
Oh,
not
you
accurate.
think you know electricity? You think, little girl, with your little magic show? We got wizards that'll blow your mind out of its sockets.
I don't see your wizards here with you.
Yeah, well, if you don't let me go, I'll make sure that they come and find you.
Passive perception, did he have a limp when he was gathering his stuff and trying to walk out?
Yes.
Okay.
Robair, do you think this is our guy?
Yes.
Because I'll stop
I
him
do.
right now.
I don't think we can leave him as a witness.
Drop
to
the bag,
us.
Vargas.
Oh, witness.
I'd like to persuade him. Look, Vargas, if you're in trouble with some people, some unsavory characters, we can help you out. We're heroes from the Town of Starr, and whatever trouble you got into, we can help get you out, friend. We've been there, man. We know what it's like to have to struggle and survive.
Oh, geez, another one of these. Self-righteous, I've been where you are, and you can rise up and above. Crock of nonsense.
Or we could kick your ass, you know?
You better let me go. This is your final warning. His voice begins to crack.
We're not gonna let you go.
We
you
know
guys-
of the witnesses.
If you've got strong friends, why are you selling down here and not up there?
I'm a big shot. You hear me?
Take-
I know what I'm about.
Take the bag, Eden.
And I pull his arms behind him. Not to tie into a knot, just to hold him.
Don't make him
You're gonna regret this.
Punch him in the stomach so he lets
Hold him
go.
here? We hold him here?
Go ahead, tell your friends about us, Vargas, and see what happens to you, man.
I've picked the bag open and.
It's full of cham.
Oh, guess what?
This is the
There's
fun.
people that want to talk to you.
Oh, don't take me to the Stowaway sisters.
Can you fit in the bag?
The what sisters?
Why are you afraid of a couple girls, huh, man?
I want to bind his hands. After.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
ease off already, okay? Ease off. Jeez. I asked out Bella to come to dinner with me at the Casino Regal, but she refused, okay? Okay? And I was insisting I was turning on the charm. As you know, because when a girl says no, she really means you gotta try harder. That's how that works, in case you didn't know. I'm sure you know.
I punch
of
him.
course. Oh, why does it hurt?
Listen
Get
to
to the
people
point.
when they say no,
Roll a
Vargas.
strength check.
12.
I'm telling you what you want to know. Knock it off. Knock it off. Stop punching. And could you ease off on the arms, please?
Listen to people when they say no, Vargas.
But
hear-
anywho, I kept going, and then she jabbed a pruning shears into my leg.
How?
And so I decided it was time to teach her a lesson. And so I was gonna steal the cham. I was gonna steal the cham from her, and I was gonna get rich quick. It's a valuable crop if you know where to sell it. Oh boy.
Who are you trying to sell it to?
I was trying to sell it to one of the guys in the witnesses. He's got a sweet tooth for the stuff, you see.
What's his name?
His name is Mangler. Yeah,
Did
and
you
he
sneeze?
earned that name, don't you forget it.
How did you find him?
He's part of the witnesses, and I'm a new recruit of the witnesses.
How do we have proof that you are part of the witnesses?
Ah, come on, please, no, don't. I couldn't ever tell you. They'll kill me.
Let's kill you too.
Eden will kill you if you don't tell us.
Roll intimidation.
15, right?
You squeeze his arms back. He threatens to
I could kill
snap
you
like
too.
a wishbone. No, come on, please. All right. We gotta call and response passphrase. I gotta call and response passphrase. If somebody's in the witnesses, you say the call, and then the response lets you know that they're trustworthy too as part of the witnesses. There's a couple of different rankings though. I got the lowest level one. The call is the Alba Stork sings at midnight.
That's really lame, man.
And then the response is, what song does the Alba Stork sing? And then the closer is Quinn the Eskimo.
Look, man. Look,
It doesn't
we're not,
have to be this
We're not
way.
gonna keep you safe. You're a scoundrel. Let's be out with it. You're up to no good all the time. But let me tell you
Come
something.
on, come on.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you.
We won't give you up if you don't give us up. If anybody knows of us outside of the us, we're coming for you, man. And we'll give up your name as a squealer, a rat. I'm sure that's the worst.
Roll an intimidation check. This is going to set a challenge. If he goes off and somebody else intimidates him, if they beat your score, he'll be more afraid of them than he is of you.
Oh, great.
Go well.
17.
All right, I promise. I won't give you up, and you don't give me up.
Oh, this
And
is
hey,
nice.
just between friends, you know. Maybe I could, you know, tell you a thing here or two here or there, you know, make it worth your while. I'm a good guy. I know what I'm about. I can help out.
Leave the Stowaway sisters alone.
Ah, absolutely. You know it. I know my lesson now.
And what happens when a girl says no?
It means that no is what it means.
I pat him on the head. Good, Vargas, good.
I would like to look to see if I can see where the other
The
party
Mangler.
left.
So the sea is rushing in and out. It's a sea cave. And as far as you can tell, it goes back. The cave is very moist and dripping with moisture. And it goes back and it seems to just curve into a solid rock wall.
Wow.
The water is pooling as the sea rushes in and out. Like tide pool type of area.
Get out of the cave, go to Stoadake farm, drop off Sarah.
Get
Chum.
paid.
You go back to the Stowaway farm.
Tell them about finding Vargas, and we give them back the chams.
Ah, I knew you were trustworthy. I knew you'd come through in spades. Hey, we got the jam back.
I'm sorry that
Very
Vargas guy treated you like crap, Belle. It's nice to meet you. I'm Hazel.
Based on what you told me, he won't be troubling us anymore. So thanks for that.
I hate men like him.
I'd like to talk to the Stowaway sisters. I'd like to recommend that they open up a bed and breakfast and call it the Stowaway's Honest Bed and Breakfast.
Adventure guild we start?
And if you want to fight a town filled with corrupt criminals, the best way to do it is to offer a low-price alternative, honest and fair low-price alternative. Bring a little honesty back to the town of Moonstone.
Take your suggestion into account, but lodging is kinda hard business to break into in this town.
Well, you got us.
There's not so many farmers, so we're kind of a specialized trade, but I feel like any attempts to break into the hotel business would meet with some unscrupulous resistance.
There's a lot of tourists here.
The Hotel Azul has the monopoly on tourism. The Feather Billow Inn, I don't know how they survive.
Do you guys know anything about the Moonstone dwarves?
Yes, they are the leaders of the Moonstone mines in the Dwarven district. Yes, the Moon Dwarves are master metallurgists, master gemsmiths. They spend most of their time inside the mine. When they're not inside the mine, they're in their clan home, or carousing and praising Moradin. Not many townspeople have ever been to the Dwarven district. Certainly none of these three.
But there's a place outside of the district that they do meet at, or have a place they frequent?
It's rare, if at all, I see them out in the town proper.
How would you recommend us getting to talk to someone from the community?
From the community of Moon Dwarves?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. None of us have ever tried to go. Have you tried going there?
Are there any
No.
prominent named ones that you guys know of, like a leader? Or
The only one that we know of is Rada the Unbending, the current clan chief. She's supposed to be very stubborn.
You guys have been very helpful. Thank you.
Well, you've helped us, so it's only fair we help out in return.
If perhaps we are here for a while, maybe we can continue our lodging situation and for a modest fee.
Well, certainly.
Start that bed and breakfast up. Legitimate.
Ooh, let me check my
business.
hunting trap. Maybe I can offer a little bit of meat.
And you caught a plump gopher.
Offer to the sisters. Hey, you want some gopher tonight? They can have.
I could give them my day-old trout.
No thanks.
Okay.
They're not big into fish.
I'm of no help then. Sorry.
They're more terrestrial, the turf rather than the surf.
Well, before we lose the daylight, let's go hit the Moonstones.
Let's go.
They take a shine to Petunia, and Petunia is more than willing to stay with them and help out. She's weak, but not invalid.
Bye, Petunia. We're going to the dwarves.
Yeah,
We're gonna
let's
go try to
check it
get
out.
in just to see.
You head towards the East Bridge. As you approach the East Bridge, there is a guard shack. And as you approach the guard shack, some peacekeepers come out and bar your way. No admittance! No admittance to the Dwarven district!
No worries, no worries. We've heard. We're just interested in talking.
Since when?
Since the mayor has commanded it, and the dwarves have requested it, and everybody is fine with it, and we are telling you that that is the law.
Are the guards dwarves?
No.
Oh.
Ah, but the Alba Stork sings at midnight. You don't get my joke?
No.
Okay, well that's something,
But if we swim across here at night?
Because it's illegal, Eden.
Shh, I don't mind.
We need to get some information.
We do. Maybe we talk to the peacekeepers.
What about the other clues from the fortune teller? Maybe we follow one of those
It
things.
says hammer strikes far, sunken secrets, red rose walks, silent path.
Let's take a look at this map. What do we got on the map?
You start looking at the map. The map has all the points of interest.
What's this over here?
On the map, you see the Three Sisters Windmills, the Stowaday Farms, Zetimar Barrel Works, the Moondwarf Clan Home, the Moonstone Mines, the West Bridge, the East Bridge, the Warehouse District, the Docks and Wharves, the Sundial Plaza, the Hotel Azul Resort, the Swanfeather Inn, Lover's Pond, Fisherman's Consortium, Mayor's Residence, Lunar Cove, Temple of Salune, Graveyard and the Moonstone, Old Man Murphy's Lookout, Thalia's General Store, Ettri's Tower, the Lumber Mill, the Casino Regal, and the Peacekeepers' headquarters.
Does Korv's map have the information that's just called Ettri's Tower, or does it say like more about it?
Ettri's Tower. A wizard known only as Ettri resides in this tower, enjoying the uninterrupted solitude afforded by the small island. He's constantly absorbed in some form of research, a master of arcane knowledge, and privy to seemingly endless supply of trivia pertaining to Firas.
I really want
Fun
to
to
check
talk to
out the
him.
wizard. And he
Maybe
practices
we
magic.
should ask this lookout fellow if he knows any more information on the wizard and the Moonstones. And maybe he has a boat that we could borrow.
Okay.
If he's looking out, he's seen something.
You should be able to get to that island with a little dinghy or boat or something. All right, let's go see Old Man Murphy.
You head to Old Man Murphy's Lookout. So this is a lookout atop the cliffs in the western part of the town, overlooking the Starhammer Lake. The house is a small domicile, set apart from the other buildings of the town. It is high up on the cliff, affording a commanding view of the lake. Looks like it would be prime spot for a tourism attraction of some sort. You approach the lookout, and you see asleep on the porch an elderly man who snores loudly.
I want to try to not startle him, but say, "Hello, sir. Excuse me."
Roll intimidation.
Oh, nat 20.
He is
That's not
terrified
bad.
of anything that comes towards him, and he's jolted awake.
Too
Once again, I fight the denizens of the deep. He grabs a belaying pin that's right next to his chair. I will fight off any invaders.
I'm sorry,
I
sir.
will
Sir.
show you what old Murphy is all about.
My name is Hazel. Murphy, you said. Stop. I'm backing up.
Huh?
It's
Who are you?
We're just travelers. We
What?
dropped our book.
Travelers?
We're looking for information. If you don't mind talking for a bit.
Okay, I see how it is. This house was built 50 years ago by my grandfather. It is a prominent landmark in the town of Moonstone. You, of course, on your map know that my name is Murphy, and I am the proprietor and owner of this lookout. I have been here all of my life, and yes, I have swam the 17 seas of Firas and have fought countless denizens of the deep.
Start tuning my
Although
lute.
every story I tell is a bigger tale than the last. I have never seen the Kraken, although I swear by its existence.
The alba stork sings at midnight.
The alba storks hang out by Lover's Pond. That's where you can find them. You're looking in the wrong place if you're looking here. You made me lose my train of thought.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Murphy.
Huh?
Nice tour. I really like your little story there.
Oh,
I'm
well,
fascinated by it.
that's
What of Eater's Tower?
Etri?
Ettri's Tower.
Oh, Etri, you can see it off in the distance over there.
Is Ettri, still there?
Oh, I'm sure he is. He spends most of his time there.
I'm very interested to meet him. Is there
Here.
any way we can get out there?
Oh, can you swim?
Not particularly well.
Yes, I can hold my breath infinitely under the water.
I don't necessarily know what his visitor policy is, but it's where he lives. You could just try knocking on the door, I suppose.
Are there any rentable boats to get out there?
Oh, certainly there are rental boats. But are you saying you don't own your own boat?
We took a vessel here.
What kind of life is one you don't own your own boat?
As soon as we can afford one, we'll probably get one. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
my
I fly, so.
dear.
Aarakocra doesn't need a boat, you know what I mean?
Wow, what kind of life is it? Just flying? The thrill of sailing the spray of water upon your face?
But you say you've
Do you
been
have a
here.
boat?
Denizens of the deep.
You say you've been here your whole life.
Oh, yes. I've lived here my whole life, but I have journeyed far and wide.
You have a boat we can
Far
borrow?
and wide.
We
I
pay
have
you for your
seen the shores of Ashengate. I have felt the chill of Carl.
This is a nice spot you've had here.
Oh, yes.
Why have you stuck here in this town?
Stuck? I'm
mean-
not stuck. I am a free man.
You must have seen lots of stuff transpire over here.
I just fall asleep easily, and so it's easier to stay at home.
What do you know of the Moonstone dwarves? Have they always been so secretive?
Secretive? What do you mean?
They seem to not let anyone in their
Oh,
mines or their district.
well, that's odd. I seem to recall in my youth reveling with the old clan chief.
Oh.
He could drink up a storm, although I could beat him one better.
What was the
Any
chief's name?
drinking contest we ever had, he would last until the very end, and I would confidently take my glass, and I would take a mighty swallow, and clamp it down on the table. He would look at me with steely eyes, and he would say, Murphy, you don't know when to cook. And then he would fall asleep on the table. Every time. He never was able to say the word quit.
That's quite impressive. You outdrank a dwarf.
Well, I am a man of the sea. It comes with the territory.
When did the dwarves decide to separate themselves from the rest of Moonstone?
Oh, I didn't know they had.
What was the old chief's name?
The old chief's name was Steelhammer.
Do you know any of the current chief?
Rada the Unbending.
It's been a long time since I've seen any of the dwarves. I keep most to myself in my old age. But the Steelhammer, he was a force to be reckoned with.
What happened to him?
Well, he grew old, and he died. As someday I'm sure I will. I'll see you in heaven, or perhaps in hell.
Is he human?
Yes.
Murphy?
Awkward chuckling.
We will meet one day. Perhaps after death he will have gained the fortitude to defeat me.
Hopefully not too soon, eh, Murphy?
Ah, well, I've lived a good life.
Did Steelhammer have any children?
Steelhammer, children, oh, mercy. I'm sure he continued his line. But, you see, the Moon Dwarfs, they don't have a hereditary system of inheritance. They just see who is the most qualified or perhaps the most vociferous about the position, and they take up the role of clan chief. This Rada the Unbending has taken the role. I'm sure she has earned it one way or another.
How would we get a meeting with the Moonstone dwarfs?
If you can't just walk in, then I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I have seen them. I would just go and have a drink and say hello, and we'd have a good old time. They knew me and I knew them.
Thank you so much
Would
for
you
your...
come with us?
Oh, these old bones. They are not as young as they used to be.
I could carry you.
Oh, that is a dangerous proposition, my lady. But no, I would not dare trouble you. I would not dare trouble you. And if it is as you say, I'm not sure that any of my friends would still be around. I'm not sure I would be much use.
Thank you for your time.
Can we buy your boat?
I have something to tell you guys. Finish talking to this guy.
Can we rent your boat?
Do you mind taking us out on your boat to the tower?
Oh, a boat ride is what you wish, eh? Well, the sea legs are stronger than the land legs, wouldn't you know? I can take you out to Etri's Tower, you say?
Oh, yeah, sure.
A simple journey. What would you have to trade with me?
Money?
Oh, I suppose. It's rather boring, but I suppose I'll accept.
How about a flask of liquor from the Town of Starr?
Oh.
It's not of the greatest stuff, but it's kept me company and lonely nights.
It's also, if I remember correctly, mixed with some
wine
random wine from the
Astral
cellar
Tower.
of the Astral Tower.
Nice.
It's my own personal mixture.
Support.
He takes a sniff and says, I have never smelled a bouquet such as this. It's been a long time since I've tried something new. Very well, I will accept this trade and ferry you across the river. Lake. It's a lake, it's not a river.
Oh.
That's the river over there that leads down.
Has this lake been here the whole time that you've lived here?
Yes.
I've heard rumors that it was formed by something falling.
Oh, yes, the Starhammer itself. It fell from the sky and created this mighty basin, which then filled with water from the glaciers above in the Starspire Mountains.
Long time ago.
Did it miss its mark?
I'm not sure what it was aiming for, but only the gods can answer that one, I suppose.
Yes, let us go to Eater's Tower.
Are you saying Etri?
Etar.
Are you saying eating? Are you hungry?
Pardon me. Someone else do some talking.
I wrote down a theme, okay? Come on.
Old Man Murphy prepares his vessel at the docks and is not accosted by anyone. You board his small sloop and you head across the lake.
A sloop?
As you are traveling across the lake, you see numerous luxury vessels filled with laughing, cavorting tourists. Also, as you set out, you see a strange vessel emerge from underneath the water
What?
and dock at the wharf.
Murphy, what is that?
Oh, that's part of the Hotel Azul's luxury package. An underwater tour of the Starhammer Lake.
I've never seen an underwater vessel.
We should probably
How
do
did they
that tour.
manage that?
Some sort of magic.
Why do they tour under there?
Magic,
What's
you say?
special to see?
It's apparently a spectacle down there. Lots of marine life and coral reefs and colorful things. I think I've heard that they have some sort of tourist trap where you can pan for gold or some such nonsense and earn a trinket. Some, you know.
That sounds so fascinating, and that's not sarcastic.
There is a sunken secret.
How does that thing work?
My eyes are lit up.
You are no stranger to magic. Certainly you can imagine how they could encapsulate some sort of vessel.
That's pretty cool, man. I can breathe unendingly underwater.
Ah, yes. I've met one or two of your kind in my day.
Oh!
Ah.
Genasi? An air Genasi?
I'm sure if I studied enough, I could figure it out.
Water Genasi, actually.
Whoa. Tell me more.
If you ever run into a water Genasi called Ohano Kalahu, tell him Murphy wants his money.
I want to dive into the water and swim around.
What?
Can I
My
keep-
boat isn't good enough for you.
I just can't resist.
Oh, Murphy, don't worry. He does this all the time. It has nothing to do with your boat. Old man Murphy, did you ever study birds of fetus?
I swim alongside the boat. I keep it in sight.
No, I've been more a sailor rather than a man of the turf.
You're probably
More
flying,
of the
right?
surf and less of the turf, if you catch my drift.
I do indeed.
You
Unscathed.
make it to Etri's Tower. It is not as large as the Astral Tower, only 2 stories high, yet still a cylindrical tower with a wooden ramp stairway that leads down the cliffs to the water. Murphy docks here. I'll wait for you here. Don't worry about me, I can occupy myself. He casts his line and begins to fish. You walk up the wooden stairway leading to the front door of the tower. You knock on the door. It has a heavy iron knocker, unembellished wooden door, very utilitarian, very sturdy, very powerful, strong looking, good, solid door.
What does the tower taste like? Sorry, go ahead.
It's nosberries.
Are you saying taste? Taste? Tots?
Dice.
Tater? Pop
I licked the building.
This bit's gonna spill out to real life between Sam and Steve at this point.
That's a good bit. You knock on the tower door, and after a moment, a man opens up the door.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
Are you the wizard, Etri?
He is not elderly, but he's definitely not young. He is wearing the garb of what is very obviously a wizard. Robes that make him look mystical and wise. Whether or not he is, you have yet to find out. He opens the door, and he glares at a moment as the sun hits his eyes, and he blinks once or twice and looks around at all of you.
Hello. My name
Hail.
is Hazel. Are you Etri?
When he opens the door, does like a smell come out of his house?
You smell the odor of stagnant water, whereas all around you, you smell fresh scent of the water wafting on the breeze. Inside, you smell stagnant water somehow. And he looks at you. You're perfect! You're absolutely perfect! Let me guess. Magic!
Absolutely.
Let me guess. Loot. Bard! Yes. Let me guess. Well, goes without saying. Barbarian. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were going to say knots.
Viking.
And I'm
Greatsword.
the cobbler. I make shoes. I'm just playing.
It's a fascinating eye you have there. What does that
Oh,
do?
take a look.
What does that do? What is it?
I got it when I decided to follow the path of the monster slayer.
Fascinating.
It helps me
fascinating.
to see the weakness in my enemies.
Oh, man of the wilds. I see. Yes.
What can I say?
You
You're
are
a wizard?
absolutely perfect. Come in. Let me guess. Traveling the world. Looking for adventure.
Looking for
Kind of.
answers. Do you know?
Finding treasure. Fighting off monsters.
I'll take all that, yeah.
Yes, that's about right. Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, but you are a dime a dozen. But you're perfect. You're absolutely perfect.
I
I
like the
need
compliments.
some help. You see, I've recently uncovered some ruins. You adventurers love ruins, right? All of you love exploring your ruins, finding the treasure inside of ruins,
Like you're
defeating
putting us
the
in a
ultimate
box.
evil inside of the ruins, saving the world from inside of the ruins, stopping the arcane ritual from firing from inside of the ruins. Ruins.
Just tell our bird friend that there's shinies there.
Am I right? Am I
I
right?
heard treasure.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I have uncovered some ruins underneath this tower.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh.
I really want to get into those ruins to study what they have to offer.
Etri, we have
But-
lots of questions.
But-
I have heard noises coming from inside, and I am terrified of going down there.
Aren't you
Which
a
is why
magician?
you are perfect. Perfect to go down there and clean it out for me.
I was told
Right?
you were, I
Yes.
Was, I
Are
was
you a
told
wizard?
you were quite powerful.
Well, you said it and not me.
I'm sort of new to magic, but
A perfect opportunity for you to try out,
What-
flex
what-
your magical muscles.
What
and
would you offer us in
mix
return?
and You love your treasures.
If you know us
don't you?
questioning types, you know
You
we
can
like stuff.
keep anything you find.
I seek more than
And
treasure.
I am only interested in the architecture and what I can learn from it.
I seek knowledge more than anything. If you answer my questions, then absolutely we'll go down
I
there.
also have question.
We'll do it for treasure and talk.
What do you wish to know?
What do you know about magic? What do you know about, in general, magic? I need to know. I've not met anyone.
Are you going to
outside
sign up for my master class?
of- Will you teach me?
No, I will not teach you.
Do you know anything about the scions of Aarakocra?
The scions of Aarakocra. Well, a scion is a relic from an ancient age, someone who shares the lineage of said civilization. If you're talking about a scion, it is someone who is a descendant of that clan.
We were
If
traveling.
you're talking of a scion of Aarakocra, you must be talking about a remnant of the ancient dragonborn civilization.
Anything
Have you
about
ever heard of one? Have
Baltrog?
you ever met one?
Met one? No, if there are any still living, aside from the dragonborn themselves.
What would you do if you met one?
If I met a scion of Aarakocra, I would be very, very torn. If they are a bad person, I would dissect them in the name of magical research.
Ooh.
If they're a good person, well, then I would learn what I can from them, and hopefully they would stick around and tell me what they know.
Okay. Do you know what the Alba Stork sings at midnight?
Is that a song that your bard sings? I'm sorry, I don't get out of my tower much, so I can't follow the popular trends.
Okay, no, yeah, it's just like,
There was that one that I tried to get on board where you would make the image of a cat and put it on a stone and send it out, but it didn't fly.
Well, what do you know of
No,
the...
literally the stone didn't fly. I tried to send it all over the world, it just wouldn't fly.
Why is no one allowed to go see the Moonstone dwarfs?
Well, I am not sure. I have not had any need to go see the Moonstone Dwarves myself. Do you need to go
Ever?
see the Moonstones? Dwarves? Moon
would
Dwarf
like-
clan?
Yes, we have questions for them, very specific questions.
Ah, well then.
But we cannot seem to get in. The peacekeepers will not let us go.
Well, the peacekeepers are controlled by the mayor. Have you tried talking to the mayor?
Robair was a little rude to the mayor, and he's not currently talking to us.
Oh, well, I have heard he's a proud man. You know his name, Hammerhand? You know how he got that name?
How?
He was in the Moonstone mines helping the dwarves out, and a renegade boulette. You know, one of those large tunneling monsters, that very hard bullet-shaped
Oh
head.
my goodness.
Tunneled out and charged at him, and he stopped it with one hand.
Ooh.
Punch! Stopped it. Right in its tracks.
How did he become mayor?
The town
that
was
story?
celebrated and saw his strength and power and exalted him and held him in such high regard that they said, "We want this man as the mayor."
Maybe one of you two could go and talk to him. They don't know. He doesn't know you two. I already ruined myself with that situation.
I require understanding magic more and getting stronger. Any information that you have, if you...
You're a sorcerer. It'll come naturally to you.
I would gladly help you
My
here.
advice to you is stop trying. The best magic is one you feel.
I feel like I'm taking that to heart. And like,
But I have question. Do you know Magic Face the Wizard?
I cannot say I've ever heard that name.
Oh.
It sounds
I
made
am
up.
looking for him.
It sounds
No,
very
no,
made
I-
up.
I am sure. I
I'm
am
pretty sure whoever told you
He
that
is-
made it up.
I-
Where did
no,
you hear that name?
No, and it was in a town with a tavern. And I said, I want to learn how to make knots out of people. They said, find Magic Face the Wizard. He will
Knots
help you.
Out of people.
People into knots.
Fascinating.
It
Is
is my
this a
life quest.
tradition amongst your clan?
Never. They kicked me out for it.
For the markings upon you, I see you're part of the Bluefoot clan.
I am.
Heralding from
You know my
Subian
people.
Peak, I know all there is to know about Trivia Furus. Your people live on the slopes of Subian Peak, very hearty and very
My people.
competitive.
Do you know where Karavac hails from?
Karavak?
The col-
Karavac, the
He's a Goliath in town.
Goliath who works in town.
Ah.
Have you
I
ever
can't
been
say.
to town?
I can't say. I go to town occasionally, but usually only to collect components for my research.
How do you get there?
I just walk.
do you know who controls the magic that
Oh.
lets the vessel go underwater?
Oh, those are run by the Hotel Azul.
I'm sorry, he's human, right?
Yeah.
You know Mistress Rouge?
I've heard she's the owner of the
spell or
hotel.
something.
I don't know her, no, but I hear that she's in charge of the Hotel Azul.
Do you know... You don't know any of the Moonstone doors, right?
No, unfortunately not.
Do you know of the secrets that may lie in their magic mine?
They are a source of primarily components to forge steel. Occasionally, they find a vein of precious metals such as silver, even gold. But anytime they find something like that, it's kind of a big hullabaloo, and they keep it close to the chest. Technically, the mines are owned by the King of Grandweir, but The Moonstone Dwarves, the Moon Dwarf clan, they will tell you otherwise. Fiercely proud of their mine they are.
How did you come to acquire this tower?
I made it.
You made this tower?
Yes.
How do you walk across the water?
That's magic.
Can we walk across the water?
If you had the knowledge and the know-how to cast the spell, then yes, I'm sure you could.
Did you build this tower with magic?
Yes.
Can you show me how to
Very
do that?
impressive.
No.
What information can you offer us in regards to what we will face inside the bowels of your tower?
Well, I've only listened to the opening, but I've heard a lot of eerie wind blowing. I've heard some rattling of bones. I've heard some of that
Like a scuffling.
and some of the like, and a couple of the like, and some of the
Any tips to take care of the stuff down there?
spear tips, probably.
Well, so you built your tower on top of ruins.
Apparently so. I only recently unearthed them.
I want to ask about Herod and describe all the stuff I said before, the magic, green magic and stuff, if he knows anything about that stuff.
Certain sorcerers flavor their spells to their personal likings. Green is probably his favorite color. You said he was a cloud of leaves.
Yes.
He had green magic. He said thorns. He
Yes.
seems to have a nature buff on you.
He's very evil and very strong.
Oh,
And very
they
evil.
always are, aren't they? I could be evil right now, and you wouldn't know it.
You seem very nice.
I'm not. But I could. But I'm not. But I could be. I could kill you all right now.
We could
But I
kill you
won't.
too, my
But I
friend.
Well, thank you for not.
Right.
Have you
on
ever
that.
had a cham?
Hey, Robair, do you want him to open a bread and
Yes,
breakfast
I've
here?
had some cham before.
What do you? They're pretty good, right?
tower.
Pretty good.
I think it could take off.
Not my favorite, but
I mean, you gotta have a. You gotta
are we
prepare-
going into this dungeon or are we
Oh
not?
yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Very well. I'm closing the door behind you for my own safety.
Don't lock it. We might need to have a quick egress.
Of course.
I'm pouring over the constant thought of maybe I should stop trying.
I think he means just let it come naturally, Hazel.
I can
The
control
power's
it.
inside you, girl. You know that.
The power's there, but it's the control that I'm looking for.
You control all the spells I've ever seen you cast. You've controlled them. Just have some more confidence in yourself. That's all.
I'm working on it.
Look at me.
He leads you down into his wine cellar, which looks as though it has been hacked apart by a pickaxe and opened up a breakaway wall that leads down into a cavernous hollow underneath his tower. You can see and tell that it goes down far underneath the waters of the Starhammer Lake.
Be on guard, everyone. Sorry, Hazel. Looks like you're gonna have to be the magic caster on this one. Okay?
I've
You
got
got
your back.
this,
You know
girl.
that. I got your back. I'm only trying to get stronger to help you guys.
Well, you don't need no dang eater or anyone other man to help you get stronger. The power's inside of you.
Thank you.
I don't want to give you another pep talk, okay?
Okay.
That's why I left my freaking. Never mind. Let's keep going.
You see a stone archway which frames the entrance to this cavernous tunnel. It is engraved with an inscription in a language you cannot comprehend.
Eden, get me up there. It's
Got you.
Okay.
You cast comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages with my hands on the stone archway's words.
You comprehend the language that is scrawled here. It is deep speech. It says, "Woe to bandits, raiders, and pillagers foul. Tie up all loose affairs. These halls shall hear your dying howls. If still you enter, say your prayers."
Robair kneels and says a prayer to Celestian and Eula, his gods.
Roll a religion check.
2.
You utter your prayer.
I can say a prayer to
The darkness of the cavern swallows it
Porkrin.
up.
I put down a single piece of gold, and then I whisper a prayer of, Porkrin, please keep us safe under this water here, and close my eyes.
And while you close your eyes, I kind of sneak over and take it.
Sleight of hand with advantage.
That's a nice 23.
So when I open my eyes, I think, thank you for listening, Porkrin.
Now, you enter into a cavern. A 35-foot bridge of rock spans over a pool of water 20 feet below. Large shapes can be seen swimming under the surface of the murky water. You see, standing on the bridge, 2 skeletons. Wearing decrepit scraps of armor, they stand motionless on the bridge.
Well, that's a first. I've never seen a standing skeleton. Is there anything to left or right? It's just this bridge and then it's closed cave and then water, or?
You are in an enclosed cavern space.
it.
You
Is
see
it
the
high
water
enough for
20
me to
feet
fly?
below. The ceiling is 15 feet above the level of the bridge.
I want to fly over it and just make sure that the bridge is at least sturdy enough.
As you fly over, the skeletons look up,
Guys, movement.
and then they turn back at each other.
Well,
Well,
I think I started something.
is that a loophole? Well, I think that might be a loophole now, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's a loophole. I think we let that one fly. Hey, that's a nice pun you said there. Let it fly. It flew over our heads, and you're letting it fly. I didn't even realize that. I was just talking.
You
know.
skeletons can talk? That's so
Punny.
cool.
Then they're punny too.
Yeah, we can talk.
Are you
Let us
evil?
pass.
Afraid you can't do that. Can't let you pass unless you speak your password. That was a fluke right there. That we don't have a contingency for a flyover. So I
You
guess
go and
we
do the
just reveal
whole-
that secret to you. So if you can fly over, then I suppose
Password, huh?
because we can't let you walk past here. That's what we were commanded to
levitate
do,
anymore.
and let you pass with the password.
But we need a password. If we can figure that out, maybe we can get by
You
it.
could
Yeah.
levitate.
Skeletons?
It's much better if you have a password. Otherwise, it gets kind of ugly.
Can I ask you what the password is?
No, we were given specific instructions.
By who?
Yes, especially after that one incident. Yeah, we had an incident, and we had to get clarification on that.
What are you protecting?
Oh, this is further on. We're protecting it further on. If you want to see it further on, you got to come by here.
Who gave you these orders?
The one who made us.
Was it a necromancer of some kind? Do you know his
I'm,
name?
I'm not sure. We just came into sentience and we heard the command spoken. And
Okay.
after the incident was it was testing the waters out, and we had the incident right after we created, and then he had to clarify. So
We need to
that's how-
figure out what this
How long-
password
you
is.
really made a mess of that, didn't you? You made just as mess as
How
it
long
as
have
I
you been
did.
here?
Oh, how long have we been? What, it's been, 100 years? Yeah, it's 100 years now. 100 years sounds about right. 100 years sounds about
You
right.
don't have to do his bidding.
Yes, we do. That's how it works.
We gotta figure out the password.
What's the password then?
Is it password?
Sorry, that's a strike one. You got 3 strikes.
Oh, don't start.
Are there any clues to the
Because
password?
we knew how to play baseball in
Oh,
life.
can we get, how many hints do we get?
You get 0 hints from us.
Okay.
Is there anything on these
I
walls?
Is that a hint in and of
I suppose
itself?
technically saying that you have a 3 strike is a hint, but that's more of a warning, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's more of a warning.
Is it
Something to do with the deep speech.
Oh,
written
shoot. They're speaking in
words.
deep speech, by the way. You're translating all this.
You have to do it in the accent.
Let me just run right through this all again. Okay, what was it? Do you think the password's your prayers?
Very
I'm scared to
Tolkien.
ask. I'm asking you guys.
It
I
could
mean,
be.
we got 2 more tries.
One more.
Sometimes I like to do
Oh,
this
one
one.
more?
Easy one.
Oh.
Seems to scare people.
Try it.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good
do you
one.
guys have
I like to
names?
do this one. with my feet. I don't get much foot traffic down here, so I got to
Say your prayers.
keep limber.
In
Keep it
deep
limber.
speech.
I will say your prayers in deep speech.
Are you saying?
I'm gonna walk out.
Are you saying giant? Yeah, that was it. That's good. We finally got one.
We got one.
Well, I suppose that's good. But then now is our life worthless now that they figured it out? Well, you know what's in a life but what we make it. Well, I suppose
No,
that's words of wisdom in it.
Join
You
us.
guys still got friendship, and you can always guard for the next people that come in here.
You have each other.
Go.
As you walk over the bridge, you see 2 zombies poke their heads out from under the bridge as they were hanging on the underside. And, no, that's all right. We won't be needing you. It's all right. Just down. You stay down.
Good thing we didn't have to.
Just
do
hang
that.
out. Next
Oh,
time.
I've never seen a zombie either.
Next time.
Do you guys remember your previous life if you had one?
No, we were created for this purpose.
That's scary.
You progress down a narrow hallway. In the next room, the lake water has seeped into this room, creating an ankle-deep stream of water spanning its width. Standing motionless in the water are 2 suits of armor, which are spiked and wicked-looking, with prominent spots of rust marring their plates. As you enter the room, the armor begins to move of its own accord, and it begins to strike confident poses. A voice emanates from within one of their hollow bodies. This one. Speaking a deep speech. It says, "Welcome, welcome, movement masters! Think you got what it takes to take down the freshest flow force this world has ever seen?
Oh no.
Follow our moves and add one of yours at the end. First one to drop the beat 3 times is the loser with a pulverized L."
Ooh.
They accent the word pulverize with an adequately violent gesture.
I just translate as, it's a dance-off.
The other suit of armor then picks up a bucket from an unseen location, uses it to dump water into its helmet. After a moment, a jet of steam shoots out, and its eyes light up brilliantly, creating a dazzling laser light show amidst the steam. Music begins to play, and the first suit of armor begins to dance with expert moves. The first suit of armor executes a series of impressive acrobatic dance moves, sending up splashes of water. He then steps back and awaits the challenger.
Start cutting my moves.
If
And I'm
Korv is going
nipping
for it,
I'm going for it.
then roll a performance check.
23.
You mimic the moves expertly, piece by piece, and you add a move on of your own. The suit of armor mimics your moves and succeeds.
Robair's like
Man.
hooping and hollering. Yeah!
He mimics your moves expertly and then adds one of his own. You now must copy his moves, roll a performance check.
Bring it, Korv!
I'm so
20.
inspired.
You mimic his moves and then add on one of your own, roll an acrobatics check.
20.
He copies you and he misses the movement
Oh, you ain't got it,
and
son?
stumbles, but he still adds his own move.
Hey.
And Korv, roll performance check.
24.
You mimic his move easily and then roll an acrobatics check to add one of your own.
It's 15.
The armor does not meet that. Oh, he's lost his momentum, but he still adds a move of his own.
Wait, no!
And his movement that he adds is a very cheeseball Johnny Bravo.
Robair, would you like to take over?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, sure.
No, keep
Can I
going.
step in?
We're winning.
Robair, roll a performance check.
Critical 20 plus performance.
You do the same cheesy move, but somehow it looks good coming
Check.
out of
Gotta
Robair.
go a little slower.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Check out my backflip. 6. Ah! 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 Ah!
It matches your movement exactly, screams and all, which counts as a
Yo, that was
success.
part of it, man. Korv, take back over. Take back over. You should have stretched.
It sounds like an audio recording of you coming directly back from it.
Oh, wow, weird.
And it rolls its own check. They, after doing the weak backflip, execute a double actual backflip and land
Oh, you got this, Korv. Take it back over. Oh, I need a
it.
moment.
Whoever is taking it, roll a performance check.
8.
Failure. You
Korv back.
attempt the double backflip, but you can't do it. Your wings get in the way
Yeah.
and stifle your aerodynamics. And roll your acrobatics check to create your own move.
Come on, make a comeback, Korv. You got this.
8.
They exceed your move and mimic it perfectly.
My
It's gonna have a malfunction. It's gonna break down and just stop. And it's gonna wait for you to emulate it. Stop moving.
Everyone do it.
Roll a performance check.
6.
6. That's enough. That's all I wanted. Roll the 1 on that one. And now roll your acrobatics to create your own move.
23.
It's going to fail in its emulation. And as it fails, a loud buzzer goes off. In deep speech. Well, looks like you've got the moves to continue. They stand motionless and silent on the side.
Where are their hands?
The lights have gone dim. They are standing at attention.
I high-five one.
Clank.
That was the last thing I expected in this scary
This
dungeon.
was the best
But
thing
you guys did
ever.
amazing.
That was awesome.
In this room, you see that bioluminescence illuminates the room. A central pillar dominates this room, upon which are fastened 3 heavy iron chains. 3 large boulders surround the pillar. 3 small side chambers can be seen around the cavern. A stream of lake water 3 feet deep flows across the floor. What do?
I cast mage armor.
Roll wild magic.
It happened! It's
Wild
a one!
magic surge.
Oh, boy.
Hazel encases herself in magic armor, and a wild magic surge happens.
I told you I needed to learn control.
As soon as she
guys.
stopped trying, the magic has swelled up. Roll D100.
45.
Robair's got competition. You cast Levitate on yourself.
Boy, that wild magic sure is dangerous. I can see why you've been so worried all this
Oh,
time.
I did this.
Can I try to push a boulder?
You can try.
Okay,
Roll a
let's
strength
try
check.
to roll this boulder. 10.
You are unable to budge the boulder.
Does it move at all?
No.
Okay.
Can I go up a little bit, like jump, and then push off the wall to float towards the pillar?
Yes. Move yourself. 15 feet up.
Robair, this is really fun. I see why you do it all the time.
That, well, I've been doing it
So are
since I was
you
little.
15 feet up?
I wanted to only like go up a little bit, so like maybe 5 feet up and then push off the wall.
Okay.
So where are the chains? Somewhere near I can grab. At this point, I just want to kind of inspect and look at the chains and see if they're connected.
Which chain?
The closest one to me, really. The first one right there.
So 3 chambers.
The chain adheres to you and begins to grapple you and
Oh.
squeeze the life out of you.
It was worth it.
Oh boy.
Because it's a mimic! Roll for initiative.
3.
4.
11.
24.
You are surprised by the mimic as the chain comes to life and it reverts to its amorphous mimic form. Shuffling and moaning sounds come from the side chambers.
Well, we know what came out of the chambers.
They are zombie kobolds. They are equipped
No.
with slings that they fling out rocks at you.
Zombies with slings?
Those two have line of sight on you, so you're gonna get 2 attacks on Robair. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
6 bludgeoning damage on Idunn. Miss. Big miss. When the mimic is going to go, it has adhered to Hazel. It is going to now bite you. 20 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
9 piercing damage plus 8 acid damage.
Ooh.
All right, that's surprise round. Top of the round.
Arrow at the mimic. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
17 piercing damage.
Zombies. They're going to dive behind the boulders so that they get cover and attack with their slings. Sling number 1 on Robair. 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
3 bludgeoning damage. Idunn.
Ready.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Bane. So
Okay.
up to 3 creatures, but just those 2 of my choice that can see that I can see must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw, before that spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw. The mimic and the kobold closest to me, to my right.
Charisma saving throws.
Charisma saving throw.
The zombie rolls a 10. The mimic rolls a 2.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Mimic is grappling Hazel. It is going to bite her once again. A 9 to hit on Hazel.
That is not it.
Eden's gonna run at. Oh, first, Eden's going into the first rage of the night of the day. I'm ready. I'm ready. So I'm going to attack him with my greatsword. 12 to attack.
12 will hit.
12 damage.
Hazel wants to take escape move. I want to escape
Roll
the grapple.
your acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, 11.
That does not allow you to escape.
You know what I'm gonna do. I'm coming for you, Hazel.
This is like
17
post-traumatic
to hit
stress.
the mimic.
17 will hit.
15 damage on the mimic.
2 arrows jab into the mimic's spongy, amorphous
What color is his
form.
blood?
The blood is purple.
Oh, yeah.
Robair, 13 to hit.
Miss.
Idunn, 14 to hit.
It hit.
3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Fine, I'm gonna be staying where I am right now and vicious mockery on the mimic.
Vicious
And I
mockery.
say your gelatinous purple blood reminds me of a artist formerly known as Prince that's now dead from toxic
You're gonna die, is
inhalation.
basically what you're
And that is your fate.
That started strong and then it
Rolled
trailed.
a 3 wisdom save.
The 3.
Trace.
Mimic, guess what?
Oh.
It's gonna bite Hazel. Critical fail. Look at that.
All right.
You get tangled with your enemy and fall over. You're knocked prone and your movement is reduced to 0. You must succeed on a dexterity check or you're also knocked prone.
Oh, 3.
You fall prone with it and it is still grappling you.
Hazel's gonna escape.
Escape the grapple. Roll an acrobatics.
20.
You are no longer grappled.
I want to push off and go to the ceiling.
Well, then we are gonna keep on the mimic. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
14 damage.
It is bleeding profusely from the 3 arrow wounds since nobody else has touched it. The zombies, this
Wait till I
one
get to level 5.
is going
Gets
to
messy.
pull out a dagger and attack Idunn. 16 to hit.
Yes.
4 piercing damage. Don't forget your rage. On the sling is going to pop out, hit Robair with a sling with a miss,
Not today.
and then pop back.
Then I'm focusing on the mimic, and I'm gonna try my luck on a short bow. It is 11.
And will not hit.
Fine.
I'm gonna go after this kobold guy. 11 to hit.
That will not hit.
I'm going to use a sorcery point to channel my distance spell and do a shocking grasp on the mimic. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
And is 7 lightning damage.
The electricity washes over it and begins twitching and convulsing.
Piling onto the mimic. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 piercing.
Your arrow sends a spray of amorphic mimic bits spraying across the room.
Purple.
I switched to my sword and
Yeah.
shield.
Sling attack on Robair. 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Where are you going? Come back here.
Dagger attack on Idunn. 19 to hit. 6 piercing damage on Idunn.
And a good old. I'm trying again, okay? I'm gonna try my short bow. It's 21.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Oh, 9 damage.
Explore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Squash.
So regular bow shot. 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
It's gonna be 6 damage.
You've successfully resolved combat.
We did it!
We are going to call it here. We've been going for 6 hours. This is Dynamite D&D. A lot of events have been transpiring here. Well, the heroes have made it to the town of Moonstone, and they are now investigating a seedy criminal underbelly of the seemingly peaceful town. They have met up with the Stowaday sisters at their farm, learned some information, shaken down one of the low-ranking witnesses. They have made contact with a wizard Etri and undertaken a task to liberate a dungeon underneath his tower from monsters most foul. What will happen next time? Will they make it out alive? Will Korv take the newly learned dance moves and bring them to the world? Will
He's so lucky.
Toad the Shrub still be there when Hazel goes back to her hotel room? Learn all this and more in session 7. Join us next week, a week from today, Sunday, whatever next week is, the 4th of August. Join us for session 7. If you happen to be in the San Diego area, feel free to stop by the Steam Powered Giraffe Show, August 3rd at the Mandeville Auditorium on the UCSD campus. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.